2025, the 340th day of the Sex Offender Administration. 2 foreigners, a local doctor, a tour guide, and a pilot were killed after a helicopter crash on Africa's highest mountain, Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, during a medical evacuation. The medical rescue team was sent to prevent the 2 foreigners from freezing to death on top of the mountain. Mission accomplished. A federal judge in San Francisco on Wednesday barred Immigration and Customs Enforcement and its Justice Department counterpart from sweeping civil arrests at immigration courthouses across Northern California, teeing up an appellate challenge to one of the Trump administration's most controversial deportation tactics. An administration spokesperson said, "That's another federal judge that we just have to ignore." A U.S. judge on Thursday temporarily blocked the Trump administration from detaining British anti-disinformation campaigner Imran Ahmed, who is a U.S. permanent resident, and 4 Europeans, including the French former EU commissioner Thierry Breton, after the U.S. was sued over an entry ban for their role in what the Trump administration argues is online censorship. The Trump administration says stifling free speech is our thing and accused the 5 of cultural and cult-anal misappropriation. Representative Jasmine Crockett, Democrat from Texas, who is running for Senate, said she is doubtful that the border data coming out of Donald Trump's administration is accurate and accused it of not being the most honest at reporting numbers. Trump often says things like, "I see numbers like 867 and 5309. I see so many numbers, real numbers." This has been the Dr. Reverend Jelly Roll with headlines and punchlines for December 26, 2025, the 340th day of the Sex Offender Administration. Join me live at the Church of Last Resort, Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on MindDog TV.
The opinions expressed on this program are those of the host or guest and should not be interpreted as statement of fact. Independent fact-checking and corrections are encouraged.
Can we get a cup of coffee in here, please?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Damn good coffee. And hot.
Something's going on.
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Not feeling it today at all. What you
My dog is your mind's best friend.
Wake up, America. You've got a dog that needs walking. That's right, sunshine. Just put on a big pot of strong coffee and get ready to type your little hate mail with your opinions about kumbaya and flat earth insanity. Stand-up comedy? You want stand-up comedy? Well, we've got sit-down comedy. It's time for Coffee with the Dog. You make me laugh.
I don't think so. Not today. I'm all wrapped out already. That's my big rap. Rapper. I don't know. I'm all wrapped out. I'm all Christmas out. I'm all holidayed out. I'm all stressed out. I'm done. You do a show. I'll watch. How about that? Good morning, folks. It is Friday, December 26th, 2025. Next week I'll have to be saying 2026, which doesn't really doesn't have that. Anyway, good morning. I hope you had a great Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, whatever you did. I hope it was great. I'm a little exhausted. I'm kind of wrapped out already. I don't know. I can't see us. We have 2 rappers coming on today. One of them is a formerly known as, formerly known. That's like a thing. I was formerly known as something once, but now I'm not known as that anymore. So I'm not formally known as that. Well, I am formally known, but I'm not known. I'm unknown. I am formerly unknown as. Yeah. So anyway, we have Khalil, sorry, in the first hour, and Itano in the second hour. Yeah, rapping away, just rapping away. One of them in the second hour, we're talking Christian rap again. Christian rap. Now, I don't know. The whole, I don't know, Christian rap thing. It's like reminds me of there was a phase in the 90s. There was heavy metal rap. Heavy metal Christian music. I'm sorry. See, I'm still half asleep. I'm not just half asleep. I'm 99% asleep. So I'm just talking in my sleep. Heavy metal Christian music, and to me, it's the same. Yeah, I mean, basically the same. It's you can't be singing and talking and whatever and about having fun. Christianity is all about no fun. Let's just not have fun. Let's just be judgmental and stuff. So you're gonna go in there, the bitches and hoes. You know what? Maybe Sunday bitches and hoes. Well, there goes all the fun right there. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna rap out, rap. Just I don't even know how to get into this whole thing. One of the booking agents that I work for, his name is Carl. He used to have a band, Big Daddy and the Bulldogs, many years ago. Many years ago, 30 years ago, 25 years ago, whatever. Yesterday at the VA, I had like 3 shows, but also one of the shows got changed from me being on the big stage doing a show for the whole auditorium there to me doing walk around while there's a full band on stage. And I got there as they were setting up. This was my last show of the day. And I came from one building to another, and they were setting up already. And the guy looked at me like, oh, he was panicking. Oh, he's got a guitar. Wait, we're here. Yeah, I know you're here. I'm already hip to the whole thing. He said, well, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm doing walk around while you're doing so just keep your little shorts on there, Joey. He said, well, I said, what band do you play with? He said, the JR Blues Band or something. What is it? He said, we used to play with Carl. Yeah, did you play with Carl back in 2004 at Fort Dix? Because 2004, Fort Dix, Carl, Big Daddy, and the Bulldogs were doing a benefit at Fort Dix, and they asked if I could lend a hand and be one of the acts on the thing. And Carl was scheduled to be the headline. He was the headline. He was doing the longest set, but I went on after him, and there were like 7 acts before him, and everybody at Fort Dix hated all 7 acts that went on before him, and then were actively booing him. I mean, Big Daddy and the Carl, Big Daddy and the Bulldogs, not the greatest Allman Brothers Southern rock blues covers you ever heard by far. I'm putting this kindly, and that doesn't sound kind, but and Carl. Let me just, how do I put this kind? He's a big fat fuck. Well, he was a big fat fuck then. I don't know. Now I only talk to him on the phone, so he might be not such a big fat fuck. But he would leave his drink in a cup holder on the mic stand, very low, and sort of to the side behind him. So what the crowd was actually actively booing him. Boo, you suck, get off the stage. And he would turn around and bend over and show his big fat ass to the audience to take a drink from the cup holder that was on his mic stand. But to the people who were booing him, that seemed like, well, you're booing him, and this is him saying, yeah, kiss my big fat fucking ass. So I was, now we go on next. And it was me and Bill Capozzi, bass player, former bass player from CA3, who became the Rockin' 45, formerly known as. Anyway, and we were borrowing a drummer from another band who we never even met before. I was like, this is going to be a disaster. They've been they've been throwing shit at bands all night long. And then we went up, and you would have swore we were the Beatles just at Shea Stadium. I mean, hey, this doesn't suck was enough to get a rouse. I mean, they loved us. Like, thank God there was music in this thing. And Carl, at the end of the show, said, thank you to me. We saved the show and all that stuff. And this guy was there. He was part of that band, but he was treating me like I was a second-class citizen. I felt compelled to remind him, you know, I bailed your ass out when you were about to get mauled by a bunch of Army guys who were just drunk and had enough. So that's how my Christmas went. I had to read this guy a riot act about how stop fucking acting like you're better than me, dude. I'm not saying, well, I am saying, fuck you. You're not better than me. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, that was my final show yesterday. VA, a lot of because I've been playing these facilities forever, a lot of these rooms have haunting memories in them. And no different yesterday. First of all, I played the room where I played a guy to death. And then I played the drug unit. And the drug unit, like 7 or 8 years ago, I met a young man who he was in there his third time. He was like almost giving up on life. And he told me his story about hurting his shoulder in a tank accident in Afghanistan. And they prescribed a bunch of opiates, and he got hooked on that. And then they took the opiates away from him. So he had to get into street heroin. And he was there. And I told him about my son and what he was going through when he went through it. And at the end of the thing, the guy was leaving. He said, but he's okay now, your son, right? And I couldn't bring myself to say, you know, he didn't make it. And I was thinking about that. Like, I should have said, no, he's fucking dead, and you're going to be dead too if you don't get off the shit. That's what I'm thinking. And there was a young girl yesterday who was there, and looked like the all-American girl. And she was sitting in his chair, and I could just sense that she is going through the same thing again. And I got into a little conversation with her, and yes, she got hooked on opiates in the Army. And then they took the opiates away from her, and she traded the opiate addiction to heroin addiction. And I finally got the chance to say, you know, my son went through that, and he's fucking dead, and you're going to be dead too. Knock it off. You want to die? So that's how I spent my Christmas day. Anyway, hopefully that message got through, and she's not going to die. She's going to knock it off. She's going to say, you know what? I don't want to end up like that kid's son, because look at that guy. I don't want to be his son. I'm a chick, first of all. So yeah, not a happy Christmas day, and I'm just exhausted. And now I have to come and talk about rap music for the next 2 hours. How are you doing? Merry Christmas. It's over. Anyway, I'm just gonna play something just so I can bring GD in the room, because I don't want to just pop them in. That would be rude, wouldn't it? Just to be popping them in. I don't just pop people in around here. Well, I do. I pop them in and I pop them out, but not GD. I always have to play something before I pop them in. So I'm gonna pop them in. How about that? I don't know what to play for them. I got all this crap back here. Let me get rid of this commercial first of all. I got to get rid of that one. That was custom art for Matt by Matt. Here, let's play this.
With humble East Coast beginnings in 2015, Daily High Club is the premier destination for glass water pipes, vaporizers, and consumption accessories. If you're looking to elevate your smoking game to the next level, you're in the right place. With over 1 million top-quality smoking products sold, and with a growing base of over 10,000 monthly subscribers worldwide, we deliver the ultimate smoking experience. But Daily High Club is not just a retailer, we're lovers of the smoking scene ourselves, working with giants like Tommy Chong, Snoop Dogg, Chanel West Coast, and more. Ready to join the Daily High Club? Let our experts curate your collection with our awesome El Primo monthly subscription box, or grab one of our fun and unique pieces from our smoke shop. Click the link in the description below this video to get this party started now.
No! Oh, I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, in the room with me right now, a man who needs to tell the Rev, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're reading like you're half asleep. Wake up. GD Fenderson. Good morning, GD.
Good Morning America, MindDogTV.com. I know anyone I know, none of them won the Powerball or any portion of it. So please buy stuff from us today. We need the money. Go to MindDogTV.com/merch, support your local mercenaries, and enjoy the suffering. And remember, we didn't win anything from Powerball. We be broke. We be in need of cash. Thank you.
What is this Powerball you speak of? Is this a ball that is powerful?
Apparently so. It was worth $1.87 billion.
$1.87 billion?
Billion with the B.
B. Well, on Christmas Eve, I won 30 scratch-off lottery tickets and scratched them off, and there was nothing. Nothing there. So maybe I should not play Powerball. How about that? I shouldn't waste my money. I didn't waste any money on these lottery tickets. Well, I did, sort of. My wife bought them. She has these little Christmas Eve games we play, and I win all these tickets. And but I'm like, I can't scratch it. You scratch them off for me. Oh, you didn't win anything. This whole lottery ticket thing. I'm not down with it. Are you a lottery guy? You play lottery? No, you don't play lottery. Yeah.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
You can't be yes and no. You either do or you don't.
Sure you can. You can be. And I'm a yes and no.
You play it, but you don't play it? How's that work? Here's my dollar. Don't give me a ticket.
No. I'll get sent to do it.
Oh. So you don't do it. You do it for you're a proxy. You're a lottery by proxy or something, right?
That's my yes and no.
On that note, I did notice yesterday on my way home, Jake's Casino was fucking packed on Christmas Day. The only business I could see on Long Island that was open, and it was people going gambling on Christmas Day. What the hell is that all about?
Maybe they're expecting a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, maybe they were looking for see somebody's lottery balls.
Maybe. Or one of those, slot things. I mean, they probably have a Christmas themed slot just for that day.
Yeah.
Just for that day only. And those people says, I got to go play the Christmas themed slot. Match 3 Santas or 4 elves or 3 Marys and a Jesus. Jesus is probably the wild card,
Right. 1750. So we're already missing a Khalil. He's not here. That's okay. I mean,
that's the one that was raised by Justin Bieber or something.
Something like that. Yeah. He was discovered by L.A. Reid, who, what's her name? Pink. She sings about L.A. Reid. L.A. something. You remember that?
I don't know any Pink songs.
Yeah.
I don't know any Pink lyrics.
Really?
If I do know a Pink lyric, it's because it was in a commercial and I heard the lyrics and I don't know it's Pink.
Pink is very good. You don't think she's, I guess you don't think she's very good.
How would I know? I have nothing to compare to because I don't hear it. I don't know it.
You don't need to. Well, I'm a lyrics guy, and I could tell you right now, if you asked me to quote her lyrics, I couldn't. But there was this one song, family album or something, something like that, a family photo, whatever, family portrait. Great song, but I can't quote the lyrics to it. But musically and singing, I think she's the best of. Remember, they had the three blonde chicks that came out of Disney: Pink, Britney, and Christina Aguilera. I thought she was the best of all of them as talent-wise. But and I've seen she had a special concert on HBO 10 years ago that I thought was phenomenal. Anyway, so yeah, I think she's really good. And her first hit, she talked about L.A. Reid being the one who discovered her and made her into. And I didn't know that because I thought she came from the Disney World, like with Britney and Christina. Anyway, Pink acrobatics also. What acrobatics? I don't. What is that? Do you know what that refers to?
I don't even know what Pink is. Okay. Just so you know, I believe Mickey was concerned about your mental health. He wanted to know if you were half dead.
No, I'm 100% dead.
Okay.
Mickey's concerned about me? That's odd. Why would you
Well,
be?
no, it just says, "Are you half dead, mind
Oh,
you
I
know,
definitely am half dead, and I'm exhausted. Looks like we got Lil. Is that Khalil?
I believe so.
All right, but I don't see a camera on, so I don't want to. I don't want to
Right.
introduce him. So what do? We just do? We just hang.
I guess we just hang until he comes
All right.
back into the picture and
All right.
let us know that he's ready to be.
Oh, it looks like he's here. Oh, well, he was here.
And he's
Now he's
not
gone.
here. He's here and not here.
He's playing peekaboo with us.
He's like that. He's like one of those particles, one of those quantum particles. He's here and not here. He's here and not here.
Quantum, you say?
Yeah.
All right. So while we're hanging, how was your holiday?
It's okay. You know, I don't really celebrate. We don't go through the trouble of celebrating the holiday.
Do you make a big food? What did you do? Food? Did you
Well,
cook?
we had some people over New Year's Eve and
New Year's Eve? Wow, that was a long time
Christmas,
ago.
Christmas Eve.
Oh.
And we had lasagna because I do like lasagna on Christmas Day.
Oh, that's nice. You make your own sauce like Mama used to make?
Yes and no. There's parts of it come in a jar. Parts of it come in a jar. Rails. RAOS, rails.
I don't know.
That sauce. So that's the base. It's their aberrati. I had to see it. I have to see the word to say it. It's not on tip of my tongue, but
you're bad Italian.
And then we add like the meat stuff and the mushroom stuff and the peppers stuff like that.
Oh, so then it becomes great, right? Gravy.
Yes,
we cleared this up, but I'm confused still.
Right. Sauce is when there's just the tomatoes and stuff, but once you add the meat stuff, it becomes sauce. I mean gravy.
Yeah. All right. So okay. So yours was gravy.
Yes, we had the gravy. Now, since
you're a better Italian than I am, go figure.
Now, one of our friends is a vegetarian, so we made two different sauces for the lasagna. So there was sauce for him because he's vegetarian. Then there was gravy for the rest of us. And my wife made my favorite cake on this side of the universe, hummingbird cake. Now, hummingbird cake is so. My wife is a treasure for even making it. Look, it's exhausting just thinking about the ingredients, but then to go through the trouble of buying it, smashing it up, and all that stuff, she's a treasure. You know, well, she was a treasure before that, but she makes the hummingbird cake, and it's a very, very good cake, but it's also very, very heavy.
Hummingbird cake.
Very heavy. Yes, it's got bananas and pecans and pineapple and
hummingbirds.
No. Actually, it's hummingbird free.
No, why do you call it hummingbird cake if it's got no hummingbirds in it?
I didn't name it. I came across it when I was 17 years old at a jazz club.
But it's not like you to not kind of explore that oddity that it's called hummingbird cake, but it's not really a hummingbird. It's got no hummingbirds in it. Stop now. I came to
look. People go to fast food places all the time that don't have the ingredients in it that they say. You know, 100% beef-like stuff. You know.
I think Lil is having some technical difficulties. So I woke up. What was it? No. Christmas Eve morning while we were in here doing the show, I got a little text from my wife. We had a new critter hanging with the turkeys, with the chickens and the cats on the front step, and it's been here ever since. Let me show you the critter. Now, this critter, it's like a baby deer, but it doesn't look exactly like a deer. First of all, it looks like it's got something wrong with it. It was kind of deformed or something, right?
It looks like that,
and it doesn't look like a white-tailed deer. It looks more like a reindeer, which is, it's appropriate for Christmas. But it's a baby, and it looks like it's got like a bad shoulder or something. And it,
Yeah. Almost like it was hit by a car and had to recover on its own.
I would say that's probably because when I open the door, it runs away. It runs out into the street, and I have to say no. So that's probably a pretty accurate guess. But apparently, sooner or later, there's going to be a pet reindeer in my house because my wife just oh, you're the lady that feeds, and now they hate me, but they're probably going to come in and. Eventually, we're all going to die of Lyme disease. It's going to come in and bring deer ticks and all that kind of stuff.
Hey, hey, Duffy. It appears as though
Lil is ready, right? You've got the camera on, ready to go.
I say, yeah, Lil. If your camera, can you point it down so we can see your mouth? Or don't touch it, anything, because you disappear.
He's gone again.
Yeah, gone again.
Wow.
Somebody Duffy was suggesting that perhaps that it's a runt.
A runt.
Deer.
Yeah, I know it was a deer. But what does that mean? Like it's a full-grown, but a dwarf, a small.
Well, no, because sometimes things that when their growth is stunted, they look a little different. Like maybe legs are shorter or hips are wider or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Lil, can you hear us?
Lil, if you can hear us, your camera should be lowered, aimed closer to your chin, because all we see is your nose and eyes, and forehead.
He wants to see your dick, is what he's trying to say. Can you? Oh, he heard us because look at that smile. He's smiling. He heard me say he wants to see your dick. Should I bring him in? Oh, do you want to? No?
Well, I don't know if when you're ready, just give us a thumbs up. But you'll have to hold the thumb up like where your eye is, so
he's ready.
All right, he's ready.
Khalil, who's is an American, I can't read, man, is an American singer and rapper who gained prominence after being discovered on YouTube in 2009 by music executive L.A. Reid, like Pink. He was signed to Island Def Jam at just 13 years old and developed a close friendship with Justin Bieber, who later signed him to his own label. He's here now, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome in Khalil. Good morning, Khalil. Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we did. That was funny. You just had like a witness protection program blackout on you. Oh. Did I say the wrong word?
You said witness protection. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I won't mention witness protection again. Just hang with us, okay?
Yeah.
L.A. Reid. Now that's a cool thing. Is he still active in the music business? Oh, he's gone. You there?
No, I'm still. We got.
Yeah. So do you still L.A. Reid still in the music business now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you stay in touch with him? Like are you part of your social circle?
No, not really.
How did that come about? He saw you on YouTube and called you up and said, "Yeah, I want to sign you."
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's how it works. All right. Well, that's Khalil for you, folks. Thanks for being on the program. And now are you still with Justin Bieber?
Oh yeah, we see him time to time.
From time to time. But you're on his label, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about what you do now. Are you CD, help me out here.
Okay, I'll help you out. Are you limited to the number of words you can use in a sentence?
Yes.
No, I thought the connection was still bad, so I was trying to keep it short and sweet, make sure it don't cut out.
It is
okay.
It is pretty bad. I don't know why that is. Do you have like a Wi-Fi issue or something going on there?
So I'm actually out of the country right now. I'm in Jamaica, and I thought my connection was stable enough.
Good for you, Jamaica. It's summertime. You're going beaching, and are you performing down there?
No, I'm not. I did visit some studios. I'm actually right up the street from PopCon, if you know what that is.
Yeah. Very cool. So it sounds like a working vacation, sort of like why go to Jamaica to record? You couldn't do it on stateside?
No, I just wanted to come out for the holidays and some family
Yeah.
out
No,
here.
I don't blame you. I would go to Jamaica too if I could, just to do anything. I would spend the rest of my life in Jamaica. I have your Spotify up on going across in the scroll there, and we have it in the description. Now we were talking this week. I'm just looking at the lyrics to Quality. Shorty know what's up. It's never too late. She doesn't want to waste my time, my time up. As soon as I get up, she's like, wait, wish I could play back time. I could give a fuck about what people say. That's not going to get radio play, is it?
It might not. You never know.
Well, this is what we were talking about the other day. It's like, can stuff even get played on the radio now? We lost him again. Did we lose him?
Where'd you put him?
I didn't put him anywhere. Jamaica.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. And then it goes to witness protection thing again. So yeah, just to kind of because the other day we had a rapper on who was talking about not using the F-bomb because you want to get played on radio. Is radio important at all, terrestrial radio, or would you release two versions, one with the F-bomb in there and one like bleeped out or something?
Yeah, you said what I was about to say next. I think you
Yeah.
can always have multiple versions of whatever you want to put out.
Yeah. Do you rap about social issues, or is it all about like shorty and hoes and bitches and my money and my car and all that kind of stuff?
A lot of people say like, you don't get into the politics and what's going on in the world. So maybe like later on. I think early on, just keep it more simple and get more.
I feel like it's important for artists to kind of express what's going on, not necessarily get into the politics of it, but talk about the effects of what's going on in the world, rather than, so you don't even try to express that at all. You just leave that, you ignore that, and just try to talk about like.
I wouldn't say ignore it, but I say like tap dance around it for now.
So you haven't learned the lesson of Berry Gordy, because Berry Gordy pretty much in Motown tried to keep everything non-political, dance, happy, stuff like that. And so when other artists like when Marvin Gaye wanted to do What's Going On, I mean, it was like pulling teeth to get that song out.
Yeah.
So
do you even know who Berry Gordy is?
Yeah, he knows who Berry Gordy is. If he doesn't, I'm taking his black card.
Taking his black card. Do you get a card?
You do get a card, yes. You get to play it once in a while, but I will snatch that mother. No. So,
so do you know who Berry Gordy is?
A little.
Little. I think you get half a card for a little.
You can get to rent it.
But
it has an expiration date now.
By the way, on that whole black card thing, J.D. Vance said the other day, you don't have to apologize for being white in America anymore. But if you're white, you do have to apologize that J.D. Vance is white. Now that's political enough for you. Okay.
Yeah. Now, two things real quick. Robert Gaines says it's a baby mule. Your picture?
Baby what?
Mule deer. Baby mule deer.
Oh, mule deer. Now, how would we get those on Long Island?
Maybe it's somebody's pet. Somebody had a pet, or a petting zoo. Now, Khalil, what I'm thinking is, because quite often people are very quick to judge and quick to put you in a box.
Like
so
me?
If you do not show them a political side early, let's say it's all happy, joy music, and then you decide to do something political, some people are going to turn their back on you, and I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Yeah, I think you can. You just have this.
Some people are going to turn their back on you because in their mind, you just started getting political, as opposed to being a certain way the whole time.
Yeah.
I guess that's the problem with not having albums. With albums, you could put like 12 songs out, and at least one of them could be like a hint of something, and it's all packaged together. But releasing a bunch of singles.
Do you not release albums? Because I'm looking at your Spotify here. It looks like it's pretty much all singles, right?
Yeah, on there you see the EP.
Yeah. Have you done many interviews, Khalil? No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering, because generally, I don't know. We like people to talk a little more than yes or no. That's just kind
Well,
of.
he's got that. He's
No,
got
I
that
said yeah.
bad.
You see
Yeah,
He's
the
got that.
EP up there.
That's
He's
fine.
got that bad Jamaican juju signal going.
All right. I'm going to play one of these songs while you're here. This one's called Quality. I was just talking about it. I think I actually like this too, and I like the music behind it. I just read a little bit of the lyrics for people. Let me play it and let people have a sample.
Shawty know what's up, it's never too late. She don't wanna waste my time. Oh, it's like soon as I get up, and then she like, wait, you said I could play back time. I could give a fuck about what people say. I don't pay them no mind. It's like I never get enough. Won't you come away? Cause she gonna take some time. All I want is time. Oh no. Said I can never get enough. Some quality time for you. Said I can never get enough. Shawty know what's up, it's never too late. She don't wanna waste my time. As soon as she give me up, no time to debate. I can't even make my mind. I could give a fuck about what people say. I don't pay them no mind. I can never get enough. Won't you come away? Cause you're gonna take some time. All I want is time. Oh no. Said I can never get enough. Some quality time for you. Said I can never get enough. Shawty know what's up, it's never too late. She don't wanna waste my time.
Very cool. Now tell me about the music. Do you produce your own music? Are you is he still here with us? Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he's here. His
Sorry.
camera is like pointing at his crown chakra.
I like it. Do you produce your own beats and music? Are you engineering all that stuff? Or you work with a team producers who send you beats and you put words to it? What is it like? Is he there? He's not there, is he?
I think his head is frozen. I don't see any eye movement. Let me see. Let me check. Let me check.
Oh well, this is going well. Well, I guess
I was gonna get my flashlight to see if his pupils dilate.
Well, he's gone now, right? Or is it just me? Oh
no,
he's frozen there, but on the bottom you don't even see him at all.
That's because he's got that portrait thing going, and so it's only showing the top half in our preview.
Yeah, he's gone. That's kind of awkward. GD, let me ask you. You've been in comedy? Yeah. So tell me about your comedy. It's good.
Well, it's comedy.
Yep. Yeah. Well, the good thing, I don't know if I don't know about. We're on Instagram. Instagram reviewed my that thing. Remember the thing where our little Tammy incident?
Yeah.
Instagram reviewed that and said, "Oh, it was just a joke." Okay, well, you're back on. Now, why did they need to be told it was just a joke? I mean, isn't it plain that that's a joke? You could, or maybe the guy.
I think this is what's happening. This is what I believe is happening. I have no proof of this, but because half the time when Trump says cruel shit, his people say it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. And so because he's a person of influence, Trump, they've redefined what a joke is. And so a joke is any statement that doesn't go well, and you can say, I didn't mean it that way, it's a joke.
Right.
And so as opposed to a joke, having the traditional sense of a joke, with a setup and a punchline and stuff like that. It's more like, I said something cruel and mean and nasty, people are gonna be upset. It's a joke.
So they thought I was Donald Trump, is what you're saying.
They thought you were of the Trump School of Comedy. They thought you went to the Trump University School of Comedy, and therefore you were using that format of a joke.
I'm so glad we went here.
That didn't sound like you really were glad we went there.
No, I am, because just before the program this morning, I was watching a clip of Tony Hinchcliffe of Kill Tony fame. You've heard of him, right? Anyway, he was saying, I'm actually a big fan of this president. He said, now, this is where it gets weird for me, because he said all of the top comedians, I'm talking about the best comedians in the world, think he's the funniest person on the planet. Now, whether that's true or not, and I don't think it is true.
It is not true.
I tend to agree with you. But whether it is or isn't, I'm not sure being the funniest person on the planet qualifies you for president of the United States. I'm just saying, maybe
it doesn't even qualify you to be the president of the Lucille Ball fan club.
Yeah, I hear you. So, who is the president of the Lucille Ball fan club?
I don't know, but they're not very funny.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I have no idea.
But this is Tony Hinchcliffe is acting like, I don't know. First of all, I can't believe he hasn't ruined it, because Nicki Minaj, I don't know if you'd seen her, she lost 10 million followers in a day by coming out and being a supporter.
I didn't, like I said, I was never a follower to begin with, so I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I saw that she said some shit, and
I didn't know she either that she but apparently because I just see that she lost 10 million followers in a day, and now who's the bitch that she fights with? Like she's got like Kendrick Lamar and the other guy. They have this thing where they just
I don't know. I didn't know that she was having a fight.
Oh well, whoever the hell she is doing that.
This is where you need Ron.
I know. Where the fuck is Ron? The Friday is his day. He doesn't come on Friday. He's here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Friday comes his day. He's not here when we need him.
Yeah, I don't know. I can Google what's her name again? Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
who is Nicki Minaj feuding with?
Yeah, well, whoever it is came out and put out a tweet, I will never become a Republican. And she got like 15 million likes on it. Like, yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I'm not sure I know how to spell Nicki Minaj's name. It's Nicki. Okay, I got Niki.
She's like talking. That's a play on Menage a Trois, right? Is that what?
I don't know.
It's made up. That's not her name. You know what? Years ago, what is this? No, bro.
Okay, no, who is it? The person who's having the feud. Cardi B? Is that Cardi?
Yes,
B?
Yes, that's who it is. Here's Khalil's representation is trying to talk to me on Facebook. I have to just say I'm on the air. Anyway, so yeah, she came out and said I'll never become a Republican. It's got a 15 million likes or whatever on it. I have this. He's a cousin by marriage. He's married to my cousin, this guy Haim. He's from Israel. He's one of Israel via Toronto somehow. He fashions himself as some kind of self-help guru in the Tony Robbins mold. He's not that. He's read a few books, but this is his thing. And he somehow had friendship with Nicki Minaj. When I first started this program, and he called me up, I think you should have Nicki Minaj on your program. I was like, okay. And he sent me her phone number. And it turns out he sent me her mother's phone number. I got a mother. I'm talking to a mother on like Haim. See, I don't know any Haim. Well, he says he's a friend of Nicki. Maybe. I don't know. Nicki's not here. She doesn't live here. This is her mother. Oh, how you doing? You want to be on my show? Nicki Minaj. So, there was a time where she might have been, but like, what the fuck would I talk to her about?
Well, depending on when you got it, because now, I mean,
I
it
talked to her about
depends.
Cardi B.
I mean, it still depends on when. I mean, now you might want to talk about the feud. Before then, before you knew there was a feud, you could talk about something else. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to tell this guy that Khalil was here and gone, and all he said was "yep." And then, other than that, I don't know how he got that witness protection effect. Like, I don't know, was that like weird green screening out? I don't know. I've never seen that before, where the guest just witness protections out. I don't know how that. I don't think I could reproduce that if I tried in like StreamYard. How would you do it? You like got some silhouette of yourself cut out, and then you'll go.
You have to do it in post. You have to do it in post.
What are you doing there? You putting on lube?
Me, no. I need something in my stomach real quick. So I grabbed a piece of chocolate bar.
Oh, nice. And then you're gonna have a diabetic fit on the air. Thank you very much.
No. I got.
Oh no, I mean a seizure. I didn't mean fit. Just whatever. Cause we were almost getting to the point where I wanted to bring up the Bieber thing and have you ever met Diddy? Because Bieber's close with Diddy, right?
Right.
Diddy was, I think, close. I don't know if you get any closer than dick up your ass. Yeah, we're pretty close. See how close he is? But yeah, wouldn't that be a point? Now he would. Did you ever meet Diddy? Yep. Did he stick his dick up? Yep. Nope. Yep. Whatever. Did you ever do an interview before? Yep. Oh, yep.
Any of them good?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, stop. He was having difficult. He said he was trying to keep the answers short because he knew he had bad signal, and he wanted the answers to, not get cut off. I appreciate that.
Dominic is sending me some kind of 16-second sound bites from our next guest. I don't know.
But if he can, if Khalil wants to come back on in the future when he's not in Jamaica, or even if he's in Jamaica or someplace that has reliable internet, that'd be great. That'd be cool. That's fine. But it says performing. Matt, are you frozen?
No, I'm listening to Dominique. He sent me this clip, and I don't know what the.
Why would you do that on the air and not let me know that you needed somebody to cover? Okay, no, but
No, I was listening to you and listening to the clip at the same time. But
it says performing comedians versus practicing comedians, and how do you take that step?
Who says that? Oh, this is Brandon Starrick, by the way. Duffy McGee is Brandon Starrick. Did you know that?
I knew it was somebody else in the room, but I just couldn't remember which other name it was.
Performing comedians versus practice. What is that step? I don't know. Is there a step there?
I'm not sure I understand the
exactly. That's why I said I don't know what.
I'm not sure I understand the question. I mean,
yeah, well, because every comedian, whether you're performing or not, you're practicing, right? I mean,
yeah, it's like medicine. It's like
what? This and that about that. I thought he was clarifying the question.
Yeah.
But you take that step. You go to your open mic night. You try the stuff out. Maybe you network with other comedians. Then one of them says, can you do 3 minutes on a show? I'll give you 3 minutes of time. Can you do 3 minutes? And then you do that. And then if the audience likes you, you come back and maybe you get 5 minutes. That's how you take it, right?
Okay, there's
the blueprint.
I think that's what makes bookers happy when they see that. They see you put the work in, so to speak. Actually, bookers don't really see that unless the booker is also another comedian. They don't give a shit about the work, so to speak. Not anymore, anyway.
Yeah.
But I know I went from, quote, being practicing to performing. Again, I just started with the open mics and kept, got my name out there. And people knew that I was, different to begin with. I had a different type of show. I had a different type of aura about me, and I pretty much got booked on a lot of shows. I was being booked a lot of places before I got my first headlining gig, which came too early as far as everybody was concerned.
Wow.
But it was only reason why I got it was because the real headliner didn't show up, and I was the only person on the bill who could do 30 minutes.
When you say as far as other people are concerned, you mean like Blind Mike? You said that was.
Oh no, I don't even think about him anymore.
No, I'm just saying. Like who might have said, "Well, it was too early."
The other comedians who are bookers in the area.
Yeah.
And that I got I got an endorsement from Christopher Titus, and that was the other thing is like Christopher Titus says, this guy's funny, and next time he's in town, I want him to open for me. Next time, yeah. And so that started shit, and so people stopped booking me. And so
I think I'm sorry to interrupt you here. I'm getting I think we offended the next guest by saying stuff. I'm hearing stuff about Diddy. Like I shouldn't have said the word Diddy somehow.
Then Diddy should keep his name out the news. So, like I said, but there are people who have a workaround of that. Like, there are people who are comedians who don't get booked on shows, so they start producing their own open mics. And what that does is then they start like a barter system. I'll put you on my show, you put me on yours. And then that starts this round robin effect where you get the same comedians showing up at the same venues, like in a circle.
Yeah.
And I'm not part of any of those groups, so I'm not in any of those rotations.
Before we get on to his next, I appreciate all the input here, Brendan or Duffy. Just like the practicing in the wrong ways can build bad habits, and go on the wrong open mic build bad habits. I don't know if there's any rules. Bad habits. What's a bad habit?
There are okay. For my money.
Wait, you got money?
Habits, yeah.
Where?
I was going to grab my microphone just to demonstrate it.
Give me a microphone. I'm sorry. Give me a microphone. Give me a microphone. Oh, wait, give me a microphone. I got lollipop. Who love you, baby?
I hate this.
Kojak.
People who take the mic and do this, resting it on their chin.
Okay. Oh.
I can't stand that shit.
Or
first of all, yeah, those are bad habits that you pick up being in bad places.
It's not a ketchup bottle.
And leaning on the mic stand. I mean, okay, how should I put it? Some people...
You know who has terrible mic technique after 50 years in the business? Jackie Martling. Terrible mic technique. He'll walk away from the mic. Yeah.
He'll walk away and yell.
Yeah. Mic technique, dude. After 50 years, you figured you'd figure it out. No. I'm sorry, Jackie. I love you, Jackie. I know you're not listening so far.
Now, I've only seen him live once, but the place was small enough that he could yell. It was like maybe 150, 200 people, but it was such that they were like not far away.
Yeah.
And I was in the first row, I think. So, he could yell.
Does the show for the first 3 rows, and if anybody in the back hears it, that's okay.
Yeah, but he does that. He walks away from it. Now, I admit there's sometimes when I have to set things up, and if it's a small place, I will yell. I'll make sure I said, "Can you hear me when I do this?" And I said, "I'm not going to say anything important. I just don't want there to be dead air while I pick this up."
Wait, are you formally known as Garrett Morris? The headlines tonight.
Yeah. Oh man, I love that. I love that bit. I used to borrow that, but not on stage. I never borrowed it on stage.
He pulled like an early Martin Lawrence, didn't he? He went like psychotically nuts or something crazy. Maybe sue me now.
In a way, he did. But the funny thing is, there were people who did shows who brought him back for cameos and stuff.
Yeah.
Because of what he did on Saturday Night Live, you know, he made it possible for other black comedians to be on there, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. He was.
I mean, if he had fucked it up, you know.
And because almost everybody else, here's what I think I know about the original Saturday Night Live. What's his name? The producer, Lauren, found everybody else in Second City except for Chevy Chase, who he discovered on a line to go to see a movie.
National Lampoon. I think some of them came from National Lampoon as well.
Right? Yeah. Second City was tied in with National Lampoon, but I don't know where he got Garrett Morris from. I can't see Garrett Morris being part of Second City, that Chicago, Toronto, whatever.
It could have been. People were migrating. When Second City was hot, people were going from all over the world to go to be part of Second City. And Second City had multiple groups. Second City had like a touring Second City. Then they had the house Second City. So they probably had 200 members of Second City. I don't know. They were like the Temptations of improv.
Yeah. Mad Magazine. Now, Mad. No, man. Lampoon was different than Mad Magazine. They had National Lampoon. They had Mad Magazine and Cracked. All three of them were very different.
Very different. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I was a Mad Magazine guy. I was not a Cracked guy. I was not a National Lampoon guy.
Which had Spy versus Spy. That I like the Spy.
Mad Magazine had Spy versus Spy.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Yeah, that was the one for me. I mean, that
influenced a lot of what I did as a youth when I was writing sketches because I used to write comic strips.
Pronounce you.
As a youth.
You.
As a youth. I used to write. I wanted to be an animated cartoonist. And so I did comic strip stuff.
Now, animated cartoonist, a person who does animated cartoons, not a person who does cartoons while they're animated.
Right. Which I did both.
Oh, okay. I want to read this comment from Heavy Kev. I spent years teaching singers good mic technique, and I ain't no singer. Now, good mic technique for singers is definitely different than, because I think all comedians really, really need to pretty much get on that microphone, because a lot of times these rooms don't have the sound man fucking turns it on and goes for a cigarette, and you never see him again, and so they forget about that on stage, and then they're like here and trying to do comedy for me, and the entire audience is doing
right. Yeah.
So good mic technique for singers is completely different. There are, when you hit the high notes and you're really belting, you want to pull away and all that kind of stuff. It's a very different thing, but I appreciate, teaching singers that.
Well, when I do my comedy and when I do song parodies, I know that I'm going to get louder and belt a few notes. So I will back away or turn my head slightly away from the mic so it's not busting the speakers. Blowing people's ears out.
Yeah. Yesterday on one of no, it was the day before on Christmas Eve at the VA show, the guy who wants to come up and sing a Dead song with me, Ripple, which is a very quiet song. It's if my words did flow with the glow. He comes up and I'm playing acoustic guitar, and I have to kind of play so soft that you can't even hear the guitar because he's losing his place and all. He's singing way too fast, so I'm trying to slow down to him, and now he can't hear the guitar. He's all out of no mic technique at all. I had the mic set up for me to do Christmas songs, and
I'm gonna tell you what really amazes me now that I think because now almost everybody, when you go see a live concert, almost everybody seems like they have their own microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, but back in the day, you had two mics, one for the lead singer and one for all of the backup singers to share. Yeah. And they had to know how far apart they were going to stand, where they were going to stand, and get close enough to the mic and far enough for the mic so that they blend in. That is real talent.
Yeah.
Now you got a sound guy, because even then, even if you have a sound guy who's actively involved, you got one mic for three people. You can turn the mic up, you can turn it down. You cannot isolate those three people. That's real talent. You know, because that relies on the group dynamic. They have to know how, you know, where they can stand and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, I don't know where you were there, because even when I started, we all had our own mics for singing.
Yeah. Being adaptable. That's what Sunshine says. Being adaptable. Am I adaptable? I'm an adapter.
I'm adoptable.
All right then.
Adoptable.
For just 99 cents a day, you can feed a GD Fenderson.
For pennies a day, you can feed a GD Fenderson.
We'll send you a picture.
And if you where is it? Nope, that's not it. Damn it. And if you adopt him today, you'll get this
invisible.
You'll get this art from his 1996 CD, Volatile Cocktail.
Yeah. I think I'm getting yelled at by the guy who booked these rap artists here. I think he's upset with me for trying to have some fun on the day after Christmas when everybody is just bored out of their fucking minds or exhausted. What did I say about Diddy that would be offend? Well, the next guy's a Christian guy, right? So maybe heard me saying, but that was not about him. And I didn't say it about Khalil either. I said he knew Diddy. Bieber knew Diddy, and they were close. That's all I was saying, and I wanted to see if he ever met him. Well, I'm getting yelled at by people booking guests on the program.
Well, you did say, did he dick you in the ass or something like that?
I did say that.
Yeah, you did.
Well, why don't you fucking control me, muzzle me?
Oh yeah, after the fact, I'm supposed to what? This is the Trump effect.
You should know that I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say something stupid and mute my mic or like that.
That's the Trump effect. You know, you're going to say something stupid, so now you go, it's a joke.
Right. I don't like getting yelled at for doing what I'm just trying to have some fun on my own show. I don't need that aggravation, do I?
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know what you need. I do not know what you need.
You know what I need.
Apparently, you needed more animals at your house. I didn't know that. You needed more animals to be fed from
you. You know what I mean. And you say he's just a friend.
Now, is that a edible lollipop? I'm just curious. Now.
I wish.
Is there THC in that sucker?
I really wish.
Or are you just having like a Kojak moment?
I am having a Kojak. Who loves you, baby? We're having fun. Look, we're having fun. I'm in
somebody out there's going, I don't get it. What's a Kojak moment?
Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say now about the gigs and shit this weekend. It was just like a clusterfuck. Oh, the Christmas song stuff. Because I was supposed to play 2 shows, one in the drug ward, one in the psych ward, which I did. It's just me and acoustic guitar and people in the drug ward or people in the psych ward locked in and basically playing Christmas songs for them. Okay. And then I had to go over to the big building and do the show on the main stage, but they have this other band coming in now, and now I'm reduced to just the walk-around guy. And you know what? I prefer the walk-around guy because you can lean on one song. You go room to room, you can do the same song over and over and over again.
And get better at it.
Yeah. Practice. But I'm doing these Christmas songs, and I'm thinking, this band now, the JR band, who used to back up Carl, they're going to have to be doing Christmas songs. And I'm like, how many Christmas songs do they possibly have tight as a band? Like, because I'm doing songs, the Christmas song by Nat King Cole, by Mel Torme, which Nat King Cole covered. That's a pretty involved jazz sheet. Well, I mean, the chord, that I think there's a sequence in there. There are chords that have never been used in another song. And I don't want to get into the music theory by it. But it's a very complicated chord progression. And I'm thinking, I wonder if these guys are playing that or they're just playing Jingle Bells. Because Jingle Bells, that's the most boring fucking song in the world, right? You're not going to go into a gig and play Jingle Bells, are you? And
unless you're going to jazz it up somehow. Or,
yeah. Or something.
Or audience participation.
Yeah, something. But you're not going to get a whole lot of audience participation.
Maybe they're doing Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
That would be, you know what? That's not all that simple either. I mean, it's simple, but it's not all that simple that they can just wing it without knowing.
The music that song was like musically constructed.
Yeah,
I mean that's like a Frankenstein beast of a song,
right? And a lot of the good Christmas songs are that. So I'm thinking, what is because I have to do all these Christmas songs. I can't deviate. It's all got to be Christmas songs all fucking day long. Like I can't throw one other song in there.
Not a Hanukkah song.
I know I'm big on Hanukkah songs. You know that.
But yeah, what about Kwanzaa songs? Are you doing any Kwanzaa songs at all?
Don't call me Whitey. Oh no, that's no, I don't know any Kwanzaa songs.
Oh man, this is
so anyway, I'm thinking this band.
I think I'm going to write a Kwanzaa song for next year.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like I'm struggling. Like I'm getting bored with playing the Christmas song over and over again. And have yourself a merry little Christmas. Also, a pretty intricate little jazz progression in there, some strange chord things. And I'm like, I wonder if this bit, because I know Carl's band and these guys used to play with Carl, and I'm thinking these guys are not that kind of musician. These guys are like, I know 3 chords. I'm a blues guy.
But that was 20 years ago, right? 2004. So they could have gotten better.
They could have gotten better.
I'm not saying. Look, I realized that I've been playing this guitar here I've been playing guitar for like almost 50 years, and I've gotten worse. So, but not because of anything other than my body my fingers just can't do what they used to do. So
wow.
Now I can't answer the question of who do you think were the top 3 to ever be on SNL, because I'm missing like a gap of like 20 or 30 years. I mean, I think Kate McKenna is she makes me laugh so fucking hard when I watch her do some of her stuff. So I think Kate McKenna is really, really, really good. The others, I don't know. I have.
I'm about to call somebody mother a skank whore here.
Okay, I like Gilda Radner. I thought she was hilarious.
Yeah.
But the top 3, I'm stuck with. I don't know. I don't, because like I said, I'm missing gaps. Like someone's gonna say, "What about Eddie Murphy?" I didn't watch the Eddie Murphy years. I have no idea how good or bad he was or wasn't. I don't know. Someone said, "What about when Chris Rock was on there?" I don't know. I wasn't watching it back then, and I missed. What's his face? The guy that went Republican on us, Dennis Miller.
Yeah,
I used to think he was funny before he went all Republican. I have no idea.
I just told that guy to cancel all his guests. You don't lecture me on what I can do on my show. He's telling me it was not cool to say whatever I said. Fuck that. And you don't tell me what I can say on my own show. Where the fuck? Just cancel your own fucking all your guests. All right. Now we got an open schedule. I will put some people on who not gonna come on and tell me what I can and can't say on my own damn show. All right.
Okay.
So fuck off. That's all I'm saying.
Does that affect today's guest?
Probably yes. Yeah.
Because they didn't say anything or do anything.
No, he did. He sent this voicemail thing. Oh, it's not cool that he's talking about Diddy or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, well.
Not cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, you know what? I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Get the fuck off, man.
I don't know who Joey Diaz is.
You don't know who Joey Diaz is?
No, the only Diaz I can even think of and I don't even know his first name. That's the Diaz that played the solo on Bodhisattva for Steely Dan.
Mad Flavor. Let me see if I can find him. You know what, Joey Diaz. I never got the appeal of Joey Diaz. I saw him do stand up once 15 years, more than that, probably.
Wow, he's been around that long.
Oh, he's been around since I think he was in. Remember the movie Warriors?
Warriors, come on,
I think he was. I think he was in that movie.
Okay.
He's been around that long. Joey Diaz, cocksucker. Yeah, good morning, cocksuckers. Grab the world by the nuts and suck them or something, whatever.
Now, Sunshine, to be honest with you, thing is, not everybody who's faithful, you don't have to be faithful to do that, to come, I'm just saying, there's some of the unfaithful who
Wait
also
a second. He was also a basketball with South Park guys. What do you mean? He was a basketball and Joey Diaz was the basketball? I'm not a South Park guy. Is that true? I mean,
no, basketball. They did a movie called Basketball.
He was
and I think it was in.
It was in because he says is okay. Basketball.
Basketball.
But it says is, not was in. So
right. Yeah, basketball. Now, but I didn't see that film. I didn't watch that film.
Yeah. I'm still waking up too. Good morning, Ian and Mr. Evil. But that's why I read it as basketball. But also the is threw me. But I'm also, and I'm a little flustered that somebody booked people on my show and then is busting my balls about fucking jokes. I'm telling you, like, oh, that's not cool. It says I played somebody else's music. You know what? Whoever I just made that guy, he's taking the fucking revenue from this show. He should be happy I'm playing his fucking music. Oh, you're playing somebody else. I didn't play somebody else's music. Maybe he couldn't hear it. Technical difficulties, whatever. Fuck them all. What do I need this aggravation for?
Oh, yeah, because the guy that was on said that we had the wrong Spotify link or something.
Yeah. But we did play the right Spotify link. Anyways, had his name right up there. Whatever. Why am I getting? I shouldn't let this bother. Roll off like water off a duck, right? Who loves you, baby?
Everybody.
Forgiveness. Yes, right. I forgive everybody. You're right, Sunshine. And this is her mantra now. I think she gave me a forgiveness earlier on somewhere up in the chat. Forgiveness. You're right. I forgive them, but they can't be on the show. I'm not gonna have people who are potential guests on the show tell me, oh, well, can't say this, can't say that. Where does that end? I'm being censored by guests, not by the government. Not even what?
I said there was a story that the Reverend covered this morning about 5 people that Trump was trying to they're suing the government. Yeah, because he said Trump says they were trying to censor actually some big companies over in Europe.
So, yeah, they're gonna get to me sooner or later. But not today. Well, maybe they will today. Who knows? Anyway, so rap music. You know what? I think we had enough rap music this week anyway, don't you?
I was learning something new.
What today?
No. I mean
the other day. Yeah. No, I love those guests. Those were good guests. Why was there a problem? I mean,
the Christian rap guest was engaging and funny,
right? And he said we were really funny, and he wanted to come back and all this stuff. Now there's one guy who can't manage his tech stuff and comes on with yep, nope, yep, nope. He fucking throws a monkey wrench in the whole fucking thing. Forgiveness, baby. That's what I'm all about. You didn't know.
Yeah, I agree with forgiveness. I don't believe in forgetness.
Yeah,
I'm not forgetting.
Yeah,
I'll forgive. I ain't forgetting.
Right.
Yeah, yep. I'm a big believer in forgiveness.
Yeah.
I'm just not a forgetness guy.
Yeah. Go ahead. Ask me a question.
What flavor is that lollipop?
Yep.
I knew it. Now, does that have something in the center? Or is that a lollipop all the way through?
I think it's a Tootsie Pop.
Now, so I was about to say, when Tootsie Pops and Blow Pops were both available, which one were you a fan of?
I never had a Blow Pop because
really,
I don't know if you.
I didn't ask if you had to blow pop. I asked you if you had a blow pop.
I don't know if you know this about Willie, but Willie woke up with Pop's cock in his mouth, and that's a blow pop, and I don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
No, I
when
never had a blow pop. For some reason, you know, this came up the other day. Somebody said, "Yeah, does anybody remember the gum that was wrapped in like a wax paper and had a comic with it? It was a penny a piece." I'm like, Bazooka.
Yeah,
Does
Bazooka
anybody
gum.
remember? Everybody older than I don't know, 40 probably
Yeah,
remember
because
that.
when you open it up, it had like a comic strip in it to read it. Yeah, Bazooka Joe.
I was that was the only bubble gum in my view, and I still buy it by the box. That's the only bubble gum. A blow pop bubble gum. That's not real bubble gum. That's not real.
Now,
That's
when I was younger, there was a commercial with the owl, and it said, "Excuse me, Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get the chew Tootsie Roll son of a Tootsie Roll Pop?" He goes, "Hey, good question. Let's find out. One, a two, three, three." And so, because of that commercial, I wanted to know the real answer. So I went out and bought a bunch of Tootsie Roll Pops, not a bunch, 3 or 4. And so I counted the licks on the Tootsie Roll Pops, and I took the average. Now, what I did was I didn't just lick one side, I rotated it. I did each time I lick and I'd quarter turn, lick, quarter turn, lick,
That's
quarter turn.
OCD, friend.
Okay, I did that. And so the average was 2,225 licks to get to the center. But again, that's with me rotating it. And then blow pops came out. And I wanted to know which one was the better bargain, the Tootsie Roll Pop or the blow pop. So I bought the 3 blow pops and did the same experiment. The blow pop, you got to I got 752 on average to get to the bubble gum. So obviously the Tootsie Roll Pop lasted longer. Now the blow pops, their lollipop had more air in it. If you looked at it, you could see more air bubbles. So it was not quite as dense. But once you got to the center, the bubble gum lasted longer than the Tootsie Roll.
Oh, of course. Even though chewy Tootsie Roll lasts a long time,
It does, but not as long as chewing gum.
Yeah.
And so at that point, it was like, okay, which one did I want to last longer? If I wanted more gum, I had to buy the blow pop. You know, if I wanted the more suckery part, then I had to get the Tootsie Roll.
Wow.
Because Tootsie Rolls were much more dense. And like I said, the first year the blow pops came out, I guess after when they came out in my neighborhood, because I don't know, they could have been available in California, but I was in Baltimore.
All right. We haven't said blow pop on the show as often as we had said this morning since Willie was on the program. It's kind of sending me back here.
Wait a minute. It says the worst gum on earth was the gumball eyes on Spider-Man Popsicle. I don't remember the gumball eyes on Spider-Man Popsicle.
I don't even remember Spider-Man Popsicle. Oh, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. And how dare you say that on a show where we're having rappers on? God, you guys have no fucking manners at all. Don't you understand? We're going to have respectable rappers on the show. You can't be talking about gumballs and Spider-Man and God, and Lube and Diddy and forgiveness. I got to have forgiveness.
Oh, my God. So that's that. Oh, my God.
What?
I'm looking at a Spider-Man Popsicle.
You want to share it? Hold on a second. Let me read this from Duffy McGee. I miss when Netflix used to do Best of SNL. They would go specific comedians, and you could just watch the comedian's entire timeline of SNL. That sounds pretty cool. All right, you want to share? Or you got pictures you want to share?
It's easier for you to share because I can't share without going through like multiple steps.
So what's it called? Spider-Man what?
Spider-Man Popsicle.
Spider-Man. All right, you hold on.
And it's also called a Spider-Man bar popsicle.
Popsicle. It's spelled like popsicle seleninia.
Yeah, Popsicle.
Oh, I've seen this before. Have I not seen this before? I think I have seen this before. Share screen, share Spider-Man popsicles, and there we go. And then you got to hit another button, one more button. Yeah, this thing on the right here. That's what you're seeing as well?
Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah, really ordering a popsicle on Amazon?
You know what? Fuck Amazon. Boycott Amazon while you're boycotting CBS too. Fuck them all.
Yeah, and while you're boycotting us for talking about Diddy.
Don't talk about Diddy. Oh my God! You did not know there were respectable rappers on. We're talking about it. Listen, talking about bitches and hoes wasn't. Never mind. Come on, really? I don't get into the politics that much.
Now, is that beech nut fruit stripe gum? That flavor did not last long.
Fruit stripe, beech nut. I like beech.
Well, I like the 5 stripes, the flavors. I liked it,
yeah.
but it did not last long. Like neither the juicy fruit. Juicy fruit did not last long.
Right. There was nothing. Not at gunpoint. If they came up to me with like, you got to have a Spider-Man popsicle, shoot me. Just fucking shoot me. I'm not doing it. What would compel somebody? I'm going to spend my hard-earned money on a Spider-Man popsicle. Ian, I'm pretty disappointed in you, Biff.
No, he said the worst gum on earth was that gum.
Yeah, but he still had to buy the popsicle. Spider-Man.
We don't know that he had to buy the popsicle. He could have been given to him.
It could have been given to him. All right, let's give him some benefit of the doubt then.
It's like I know Ron.
Now I'm gonna get a DM from Ian. I can't believe you went there, and he's gonna tell me never to talk about whatever.
On Monday night, Ron was talking about who the hell. I think it's called Neapolitan ice cream. That was like vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, and when I was growing up, they also had Holican blocks, what they called them. It was Neapolitan ice cream, but they were in individually wrapped squares.
Yeah.
And what you could do is you could take them out and put them on like cookies or waffles. Right. And make your own ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
So we used to get those. And they came 2 ways. Well, actually, I think they came, you can get all vanilla, all chocolate, or you can get vanilla chocolate, or you can get the vanilla strawberry chocolate. My mother used to buy the vanilla strawberry chocolate for us. Okay. Right. And so, but when we were kids, it was ice cream. Okay. Yeah. Mom's buying ice cream. Yay. Now, was strawberry our favorite? Not necessarily, but it was ice cream. We weren't going to like scoop out all the vanilla and chocolate and leave the strawberry, you know? And so I said, yeah, I used to eat strawberry ice cream. Ron's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Nobody eats strawberry ice cream. It's like, you didn't grow up in my household.
I like strawberry ice cream.
You know, Ron grew up in a trailer park. What the fuck does he know about? How's he so
did?
picky?
He grew up in a trailer park?
Yeah, how's he so picky? How's he so picky about strawberry ice cream? You grew up in a trailer park, you eat whatever ice cream they get you. You're lucky to have ice cream.
Definitely. Like, what are you complaining about strawberry ice cream for, you little prude?
Yeah.
Geez.
All of a sudden he gets out of the trailer park and strawberry ice cream is too good for him? No. And Ron, if you were here to defend yourself, you could defend yourself, but you can't. So you just have to live with what I said.
I can't believe this show has gone this way this morning. It's a day after Christmas. I wasn't expecting much. But now
I realize we shouldn't talk about trailer parks and Diddy in the same conversation.
I know. Yeah. Diddy probably loved trailer parks, don't you think? Diddy lubing up Diddy on the rap.
Shorty. No, I don't even know if he would even take time to park. If he did, park, it was
I think I need a breath.
Okay, do that. Strawberries with gravy equals yum.
No, did Sunshine say about the baseball card? Or was it Sunshine? I'm looking.
Now she said baseball card gum was the worst.
It seemed there are people who would disagree with it. I knew people who would save up the baseball card. They loved that baseball. I happen to agree with it, but there was a whole movement away from bazooka into baseball card gum. Like, ick.
Well, yeah, that's true. Now we used to get the candied cigarettes.
Yeah, with the sugar out.
Yes, you blow the sugar out, or you suck it in, and yeah, those
strawberry with gravies. What is it? What
gravy.
The fuck is going on in New Zealand that they're fucking?
And none of that, we don't even know which gravy he's talking about. He's talking about gravy like tomato sauce with meat, or is he talking about
roast beef gravy? Ugh.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, neither one of them sounds like exactly appetizing. I think he's fucking with us.
Yeah. I feel
were you a Pixie Sticks guy?
No. A lot too much sugar for me. That's how you got diabetes if you were. I mean, that's what did it to you. I won't figure anything. If you ate those fucking pure sugar.
Oh, yeah, I used to love the Pixie Sticks. I thought that was like pretty much Pixie Sticks to me was Kool-Aid without the water.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. You could, and they had those liquor made things where it was like a white sugar thing, and you'd lick it and you put it in the Kool-Aid thing, and
yeah.
Just give me diabetes now.
Yeah. The reason why I asked is because we used to save them because we used to use them as pea shooters in the movies.
Sardines with custard. Custard. I don't know. I'm not even sure what custard is. It doesn't sound appealing. I invited Fenderson for standing prime rib roast. He told me he wouldn't. It's the first time anybody just called you Fenderson, by the way. I invited Fenderson for standing prime rib roast, but he said he wouldn't come to dinner because he doesn't support my Mormon relationship with my wives. What? None of that is true, right? That's
none of that's true. Because first of all, I don't care about people's relationship with their wife or wives. It doesn't involve me. But he's right. Now. I wouldn't come for the roast beef because I don't eat beef. I or pork. So, I mean,
now what's the problem with beef? I understand with pork because you're Jewish.
No, it's not. No, I don't believe in clean and unclean foods. It's not that. My body can't digest it.
Beef
or pork.
I've never heard of a beef thing. I mean, it's one.
Oh yeah.
Beef intolerance. You beef intolerant.
Well, now this is what I believe happened. Okay, because this is what I believe. Because the doctors, I've never had any doctors that were saying, let's find out why this happened. Because I grew up eating beef and pork, but I was also very sick as a child, and I was like almost always taking some kind of antibiotics. I was almost always on some kind of antibiotics. Now, my understanding as an adult is that some of those bacteria that the antibiotics was killing was stuff that you needed in your body. So it's possible that after 20 some odd years of taking antibiotics because I was a sickly child, that the bacteria that I needed to break down beef and pork no longer existed. I don't know the answer to that.
Let me just ask you on these symptoms. Do you get hives or stomach issues or even
stomach issues? It doesn't digest. It doesn't break down. It just sits. It just sits there, and then after a while, I will throw it up, barf it up. No, or it'll come out in chunks in the other end.
All right. Beef intolerance, often called alpha-gal syndrome, AGS. Delayed allergic reaction to a sugar molecule, alpha-gal, in red meat, triggered by a tick bite, like the Lone Star tick, causing hives, stomach issues, or even anaphylaxis.
Now, I used to get a fever. I never got hives. I used to get a fever. And like I said, it just came on the symptoms came on all of a sudden. It just happened over a weekend.
Did you get a tick bite? Do you remember it was tick biting you? A Lone Star tick from Texas?
I've been bitten by so many ticks as a child, but they were all the same tick. They were all not the same tick. Like I'd pull them off and he'd bite me again later. I mean, they all look the same. Like they're either the male or female, but the same red tick. Not even like a spotted tick or anything like that.
Last time I had a Spider-Man popsicle, I was like possibly 8 years old. Well, that's still, you should have been a more popsicle savvy 8-year-old, right?
Yeah, I should have had more discerning taste.
Yes. And Heavy Kev says gallbladder not working. What does the gallbladder actually do? Mine doesn't work ever. It just collects welfare checks.
My gallbladder works fine. As a matter of fact, my gallbladder, I don't have any issues.
What does it do? What is the purpose of a gallbladder?
Well, it's...
And Nope. How dare you bring up Diddy to Nope and Yep? What a terrible show you have. I'm never watching your show again. I'm going to take all my guests off. And you know what? I'm suing. I'm going to sue you for playing music that I didn't really hear because I had no tech connection. A gallbladder holds bile, and bile emulsifies fat. Thank you, Wouldn't see. I don't know. Next time Slaptail's on the program, I'm going to tell him that because I'm sure he doesn't know that.
Oh, what about the gallbladder?
Yeah, because this is a science program, and that's why I know this stuff about bile.
I'm embarrassed because I had taken a pre-med anatomy course years ago, but again, it was years ago. So it's like once I see this,
what medical advice? We haven't been given medical advice. Have you heard any medical advice except stay away from Diddy? Well, we didn't give any medical advice. What I said, I didn't give. I said I was reading a Google thing about beef intolerance. That's what I was reading.
Hello,
I
Anne
didn't
in
give
California. Good morning, Anne in California.
Holy Toledo. What is she holy? What is Sunshine Holy Toledo in about?
Well, this is that season where almost every day is some kind of holy day. So I guess today is Holy Toledo, but it's also Boxing Day.
It's Boxing Day.
Yes. So happy Boxing Day to those people who, remember Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. Mike Tyson in his prime versus Muhammad Ali in his prime. They're both at the absolutely peak of their physical prowess and boxing skills. Who wins?
Tyson said Ali would win.
Tyson said that?
Yeah.
So why are people on Twitter asking me that? Fuck that.
Tyson. Now, this was an interview with Tyson. Muhammad Ali and Tyson were being interviewed together, and that was the question that was put to them: the two of you at your prime, who would win? And Tyson says, "Well, Muhammad Ali is the greatest." So that's saying to me that he would win. So
I kind of tend to agree with that because listen, Muhammad Ali, and I've talked about this before. He had his jaw broken by Ken Norton in the first round of a 15-round fight and went the fucking distance with a very hard-hitting heavyweight punching him in the face with a broken jaw. Most of us would fucking lay down and die. That is superhuman. That's incomprehensible to me. That guy broke his jaw.
And also Ali learns. He's not just a one-trick pony. He adapted his style and technique depending on the fighter.
Yeah.
He fought Smokey Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier was Tyson before Tyson was Tyson. Okay,
I know, Joe, but I don't. I hear.
You look at the style. The style is very. I think Tyson is like Smokey Joe Frazier 2.0. Maybe. And I think Ali would know how to deal with that. He's got the range, he's got the reach, he's got power, and he can take a punch.
I never saw anybody, and I saw Joe Frazier. I don't remember anybody ever hitting as hard as Mike Tyson. I mean, when you could feel it watching television, like when Tyson was beating up on Marvis Frazier, I was like, oh, no, my kid.
Yeah, but I don't know that. Okay, because when I was younger, there was this machine at the carnivals where you could punch it and it would tell you how hard your punch was. I guess it was pounds per square inch, like the force. I don't know empirically how strong Tyson's punch was versus, let's say, Joe Frazier's punch. But I do tend to think that boxers got softer over the years. So even if Tyson and Joe Frazier hit the exact same way with the exact same amount of force, that later boxers just couldn't take they're like, whoa, you're hitting me for real? Because they got to the point where they were ducking and trying to pick their opponents. Back in the day, Ali and Frazier didn't get to really pick their opponents. They had one belt and everybody fought for it. Then they had two belts. Now they have like 14 belts. You never have to meet another champion ever in your fucking career.
Right. I don't even follow. I haven't followed boxing since those days. I mean, the last I was watching boxing and paying attention to it was Mike Tyson in his prime. And then once he got beat by Buster Douglas, I think that was it for me. It's like, okay, I'm done. And that's a long time ago, right? That's like mid 80s, 86, 87, something like that. So, yeah, that's how long it's been since I paid attention to boxing, which is why I didn't know about this Joshua Young or whoever the guy who beat Jake Paul, Joshua something.
Right.
I don't even know boxing anymore. And I feel like MMA has totally erased boxing from relevance. Like, well, who cares, right?
When I used to box, I was 138 pounds. And because of the availability of boxers in my area, I literally was boxing people way outside of my weight class. I mean, like I was 138 pounds, 5'7" at the most. I was boxing people who were close to 200 pounds, 6'1". You know, I was and getting my ass handed to me by them. But I learned a lot, by boxing those guys, because they had reach and they had speed. And I think the most ferocious boxer I'd ever faced was a guy named Billy Scott. Fortunately, he and I were on the same team, so we used to spar together. So I boxed him a lot because we were on the same team. We sparred together a lot. But he could throw. Back then, like the thing was to have a double jab, pap, pap, real fast. Billy Scott had a triple jab and a quadruple jab, and it was so fast. It was like the speed within which one person, he would throw his quadruple jab like someone might throw two jabs.
Sugar Ray used to do that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and Billy had power behind it. He was really fast, really strong. He just could not stay out of the prison system. But he kept me out. Whenever he would go to do something bad or illegal, he would say, "No, Glenn, you don't want to hang around me this weekend." He goes, "You're too smart for this."
You mean Brian?
Who's Brian? Oh, Brian. Yeah, Brian. No, he goes, "Glenn, he says, I got some stuff I got to do. You don't want to be around me this weekend." So he kept me out of trouble in that regard, because Billy Scott and I were friends. And I probably would have followed him almost anywhere.
Not to prison.
Not to prison, no.
Tyson was a raw animal. A raw animal. Raw animal. And was as aggressive and had such cardio. That's the part that kind of confuses me.
Yeah.
You have such cardio? I don't have such cardio.
Well, I have such and such cardio.
I have cardio. Don't I have cardio? I have such cardio. I don't know.
I think you're talking about cardio B.
Oh yeah, it's I don't know what such cardio means, but he worked his cardio. I don't know what is
in shape. He was in shape.
Okay. It was like using a modded character. See, I'm so unhip. I don't even know.
I don't know the difference between words I don't know and words that are misspelled.
I just feel like you know what? Give me the Jell-O and put me to sleep already, because I'm too old to understand this hip young lingo here.
But that's just it. We don't know if it's hip young lingo or just misspelled words.
That's
we
true.
Don't know modern or modern. We don't know.
Tyson enjoyed raw meat. Is that true? I don't know. Raw meat.
Yes, he did. You could tell that because their wife, Robin Gibbons, he beat her meat till she was raw in the face. So
now at the height, this is kind of, I think people forget about this or never knew about it. At the height of Mike Tyson's career in the ring, in his prime, he got his ass kicked by Mitch Green, who was not up to his level professionally. And inside the ring, I think he kicked the shit out of Mitch Green. But he met him in a bodega in New York City, in Brooklyn, and Tyson got beat up pretty on the street. Those whatever he had going on in the ring just fell apart on the street, because Mitch Green was not on his level at all, not a championship fighter, and beat him up in Brooklyn. Now he's going to come after me, right?
I almost got my ass handed to me. Well, actually, I did lose that fight, but mainly because the only way for me to win the fight was for me to do. There was this guy who was in love with this girl, my neighbor, and he saw us walking to school on a regular basis. We'd walk to school together, and he got upset and jealous or something, thought I was like after his girlfriend. I wasn't, but he was a guy that I boxed against many times. And I was so good at beating him in boxing that I was just toying with him. I used to always toy with him in the ring because I knew at any time I could take him out. And so that was boxing. We got into a street fight, and he was fighting for the love of his life. And I'm just like, man, I'm not interested in that girl. I don't want to fight you. But he wanted to fight me. I didn't want to fight him. So we got into a fight. And I started off playing around when I should have been serious, because he was fucking serious. And he almost took my neck off, like almost took me out. And the only way for me to get out of it was for me to damage him permanently. And I didn't want to do that because I said, I'm not going to do this over a girl. I'm not going to do it.
Do it next to a girl.
Or over a girl, next to a girl, about a girl, wouldn't do it. Because he would have been crippled for the rest of his life. He would have been blinded for the rest of his life.
Blinded for his life.
Yeah, so that's the only way for me to get out of that chokehold for me to literally was to remove his left eye. And I wouldn't do it.
Heavy Kev says, ask Holyfield. I did ask Holyfield, and he said, huh?
Did his ear grow back because Trump's ear grew back?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And Holyfield had 2 ears bitten.
Really? I thought he only had one.
No, Tyson bit one ear and then the other.
What is that? Like a Sicilian thing? One side and what the fuck is that?
How dare you bite my ear on the day of my daughter's wedding?
That's got to be pretty gross to have a guy's ear in your mouth, like chunks of his fucking flesh in your mouth. Oh, that alone would make me quit. I quit. I just got a chunk of a guy's ear in my mouth. Whatever. So that's the show for you, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. You watched me get reamed by a rap promoter for saying Diddy. This whole thing is just like, it's not going to sit well with me. Now I'm going to have a shitty weekend. And now we have no guest book for next week. How's that? Who loves you, baby? Me. I don't know if you get the whole Telly Savalas reference there, the old Kojak.
Well, I get it. Yeah. You went Kojak on us, but other people don't know. No, may not know. I don't know.
Because they're not old enough. You have to be 70 years old to get that.
Or not have seen him on Me TV or one of those other shows.
Yeah, do they run
Nick at Night or one of those?
Yeah. That's all I know. I mean, it's been so long, but I remember Crocker and Who Loves You, Baby. Telly Savalas, do you remember him from The Dirty Dozen, his line?
Yeah. I remember. I don't remember his line. I don't remember anybody's line.
You don't remember I'm shocked you don't remember the line about because Jim Brown beat him up. And I feel like even though it's in the script, to say that to Jim Brown, you got to have a third nut. Major, do we have to eat with niggers? Whoa, and then Jim Brown like beats him up in the movie, but like just to even say that, I'm like, wait a minute.
Raquel Welch says that Jim Brown didn't know how to act, and so when they did their love scenes, he didn't know how to act, so he was like really trying to fuck her. He didn't understand that this is acting. Nobody taught him how to do a Hollywood love scene. He's like really trying to get it on with Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch,
yeah. So the reason why I mentioned that is because if he didn't know how to act with Raquel Welch, he may not have known how to act with Telly Savalas. He may not have been pulling his punches.
Well, yeah, that's what I would be afraid of. If I were Telly Savalas, I'd be like, I'm not saying this. You got to change the script.
I'll say it.
That's Jim Brown over there.
Yeah, I'll say it, but the stunt double goes in to take the punches.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'll say it, but not with him in the room. I'll say it. Then you just have to shoot through different camera angles. So
the Raquel Welch thing. I mean, that's what do they call that? Method acting, right?
Yeah. If it's method acting, it's method acting if you're acting. But if you don't know how to method act, then it's like, do what? Okay.
Yeah. Listen, you want to claim Bieber as your Bieber signed you and all this stuff, and you're not going to expect any questions about.
We didn't even get to those questions, didn't it?
Yep.
We didn't really get to those questions. I mean, not really. We didn't get any depth because he's like, "Yep, nope, yep." But
I'm gonna edit that segment out so that they don't get any money in the future on this dopey show. I'm just. This is going to bother me. Can you see it's going to bother me? I can't let it go. I know, Sunshine, forgiveness, right? And be adaptable, because the thing she keeps telling me. Be adaptable.
I thought she said forgiveness and be adoptable. But
adoptable, okay. Yeah. Oh, well, that's not going to happen. Nobody's going to adopt me. Poor old man. Give him back a lot.
There are people out there who adopt dogs that are like close to death all the time. They don't get picked first. They don't get picked first, but they get picked by some people.
I want to come back to this mule deer idea because I don't. It looks like a reindeer. I don't know, but why would anybody have a mule deer as a pet? And now it's here. It's like, and my fear is that my wife is gonna bring it into the house because it looks damaged. It looks hurt. Oh, we can't leave them out there for the winter. And before you know it, we're all gonna have deer ticks all over us, and it's gonna be.
Well, you bring them in now because there's probably not any ticks on them because it's winter. So if you're gonna bring them in now, getting used to the drops, the tick drops, and tick shampoo.
What happens to ticks in the winter? Do they hibernate? What
I think they're some form of. I don't know if they're like in egg form or something, but there's aren't ticks out there in the winter.
No, why are you saying Columbo to me, Sunshine? Columbo. What? That's. Do you have Tourette's? I'm not. I'm just shouting out weird words like because we're talking about Kojak. Kojak, they weren't related, Columbo and Kojak, right? I'm just lost, and I know it's not her. It's me. I'm just stupid, but I don't know. What's the relevance? Is that the relevance, the Kojak thing that we were talking about? So Columbo.
And I don't know. Actually, I think.
And one more thing. Oh, see.
I did. I was trying to decide if I was going to show my my impersonation of
Did he?
Columbo.
Oh.
Well, no, actually, it wasn't. It was Peter Falk. Let me see here.
All right, now Peter Falk.
Yeah.
Before he was Columbo, there was a great movie, and I'm not sure it's a Christmas movie. And I was thinking about it yesterday. Christmas movie, A Pocket Full of Miracles. You familiar?
Familiar, kind of. I haven't seen it for like a great deal of time.
Gig Young, Peter Falk, Betty Davis, and introducing Anne Margaret. I think it was her very first film as Betty Davis's daughter, that long lost daughter. And Betty Davis played Apple Annie. She sold apples on the street, and Gig Young was the mob boss, and he had to have Apple Annie's apple. Every day he had to get an apple from her and tip her. And then they found out she had a long-lost daughter, and she had to get reunited with her and all this. And they had to do this big gala for Betty Davis, dressed her up all pretty, and reacquainted her with her daughter, who she sent to Italy to get educated or something. The daughter was Anne Margaret. Great movie, though. Peter Falk plays Junior, I think, in that movie, something like that. But just really, it's where the Columbo character came from, I think, even though it was a mobster, not a cop. I mean, just one of these fucking forgotten great movies. And I'm thinking it's kind of a Christmas movie guy, because I think that party was around, I think it was a Christmas party that they threw for Queenie and the daughter and whatever, and blah, 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 blah. All right, nobody cares. Detectives.
Yeah.
Watching the detectives.
If it's okay, I'm going to just share this. This is something I did quite a few years ago for Politipod.
All right.
And it's my take on the Princess Bride.
Oh, one more thing. All right, go ahead. Oh, yeah, he was in that?
Yeah, but this is
The Principal's Bride.
Right.
A Politipod video short, ladies and gentlemen, for those people on the radio.
Can you hear
Grandpa, wait. What does it mean that Clarence Thomas
that's a
doesn't have
copyright strike right happened there.
Do you want me to read this or not?
Who punishes Clarence Thomas?
I don't understand.
Who punishes Clarence Thomas? At the end, somebody's got to do it. Is it Merrick Garland? Who?
Nobody. Nobody punishes him. There are no consequences. He and Jenny live happily ever after.
You mean he wins? Jesus, Grandpa, why did you read me this thing for?
You've been very sick. You're taking this news very seriously. I think we ought to stop now.
No, I'm okay. Sit down. I'm all right.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, yes. The Pit of Despair. I mean, according to ProPublica, Clarence Thomas has received lots of gifts from billionaire Harlan Crow.
Gifts? What do you mean gifts?
Gifts.
You mean like Harlan Crow gave Clarence Thomas a bike?
Not exactly.
Tennis shoes? Because tennis shoes are expensive.
No.
But what kind of gifts?
Cruises on his private yacht, trips to exotic countries around the world.
Price on a cracker, Grandpa. I'm not allowed to give my teacher any gifts over $10 for the holiday.
Well, that's different.
Why?
She's your teacher and they're friends.
Friends? My teacher is giving me valuable skills. What's Harlan Crow getting from Clarence Thomas?
Maybe some court decisions.
Maybe? Maybe? Doesn't anyone know?
Well, the Democrats put in a written request to Justice Roberts to look into it.
And what did he do?
Nothing yet.
Nothing? Holy shit on a bear's ass, Grandpa! I can do nothing!
Well, the last time this happened, Justice Roberts...
The last time? The last time?
I can see this is upsetting you. I'm going to turn off my news feed and go back to reading The Princess Bride.
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just that... It's just that I thought that the Supreme Court justices were above reproach. I'm okay. So what happened last time?
So, the last time this happened, Justice Roberts referred the matter to the Judicial Conference, and the Judicial Conference referred it to the Financial Disclosure Committee.
And what did the Financial Disclosure Committee do?
Nothing as far as we know.
R. Kelly on a minor, Grandpa! This is beyond belief! Harlan Crow gives Clarence Thomas hundreds of dollars worth...
Okay, that's enough.
Why does Fred Savage, is that his name, Fred Savage? Is that his name?
Yeah.
Why does he have a goatee?
Nobody has a goatee. That's
Dirt?
No. I cut to animate them, I cut his chin, so I'm just making their mouths move with paper. It's just a paper version of his thing.
It looked like a goatee to me.
Yeah, it's probably a shadow. It's probably
important.
a shadow, but yeah.
Not important. That was worth getting all these copyright strikes.
Where would you get a copyright strike from?
Just using the imagery of Fred Savage and Peter Falk.
That's not Fred Savage's image. That's my image of Fred Sanford.
Sanford. Fred Sanford? It doesn't matter.
No, you know what's going to happen? Because I did that on YouTube, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Whenever that was in the news, that's when I did that.
Yeah.
And so I did it there, but because YouTube is seeing it here, they're going to charge me for showing my parody.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to lose my house over the getting sued by this fucking Yep guy. Yep. And the whole day has gone to shit, and my whole life has gone to shit because of the show. You try to do something good for people. Listen, no good deed goes unpunished. I'm trying to give these people publicity, actually sharing the revenue with them, and then all this fucking nonsense that happens. Why do I bother? Oh,
I don't know. Why do you bother?
I don't know. Why do I now? What about forgiveness for me? Nobody's forgiven me for saying Diddy, right?
I forgave you.
Do a diddy diddy dum diddy do Bieber.
I forgive you.
Well,
does that matter? The fact that I forgive you, doesn't that count for something?
No, I appreciate your forgiveness. It's about time somebody. I was thinking about that yesterday. Nobody, and this is gonna sound like I'm whining, right? I'm being like a little self-pitying bitch here. Nobody has ever sincerely said I'm sorry to me for anything really significant. I get, sorry about that. But in life, I have
Whoa. See, you're saying nobody, and you're saying sincere.
But I said for some significant things, not for little. Oh, I'm sorry I stepped on you. I'm sorry, whatever. I'm sorry I stepped on you. I mean for I'm sorry that I killed your dog, whatever, something significant.
Did somebody kill your dog?
Yes.
Who killed your dog?
It's irrelevant.
Other than unless you had the vet put your dog down, that's not.
No, 30 years ago, somebody actually hit my dog, hit him, ran him over. The dog got out of the yard, ran out in the street. The car hit. But I didn't even get out sorry about that. It was yeah, well, jump the fence. I'm sorry, but I was thinking about this yesterday. How many times I really had to dig deep and kind of make a sincere apology to somebody and look inside myself and with deep regret for my own actions. And I don't think I've ever gotten one of those back, whether it's in relationships with women or whatever. I'm always the guy saying I'm sorry. Nobody's ever. I mean, yeah, you even want to talk about little things. Sure, people, sorry about that, man. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about for
But that's all relative as well.
I'm sorry I burned your house down. How
You're
about
saying,
that?
like, because some people, to give an apology of any kind for anything is a big deal to them.
Yeah.
So, for example, if some guy, let's say, bumped you in line and they don't apologize for shit, but they're like, all right, I'm really sorry I bumped you in line. To them, that was like a big deal because they don't apologize for shit, but they did. But to you, it's like, that's no big deal. I've been bumped into before.
Yeah.
So it's relative.
All right.
And I think you're being selfish when you're saying that nobody's apologizing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was so selfish. Well, I don't think I've ever gotten a real. I'm sorry for my shit attempts at being funny. No, and musical on your show. You know what, Heavy Kev, if you want to come on the program and promote your music or be funny, you're welcome to. I mean, you're welcome
or
to
promote funny music.
Yeah, especially now that we have like the next 3 months open with no rappers. If we even have a show, I think I'll probably get a cease and desist letter today from some lawyer or something.
From Diddy's lawyer.
My God, grow a sense of you. You knew it was a fucking comedy show. The guy the other day, the Christian guy, said we were very funny, and we were fucking. I'm sure we were saying stuff that.
Before he even came on, while he was in the green room, we were saying, "You said don't cuss." I said "fuckity fuck" or whatever it was. I can't remember. Yeah,
he rolled with it.
Yeah.
God. The day after Christmas, lighten up. Like what is
no? Well, all the lights are on the tree. Sorry.
What does that really mean? Day after Christmas. So what? Boxing Day, for Christ's sake.
That is not related. It would have been. See, if you said it's Christmas Day for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, it's Boxing Day for cardboard's sake.
What the hell is actual Boxing Day? I mean, it's putting stuff in boxes. What the hell is Boxing Day, really? What's the point of what does that mean?
I thought we observed the people like Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. And
that's just being silly. What does it really mean? Hell, you know what? I'm going to Google it because I can't trust you to give me a serious answer ever. What's the significance of Boxing Day there, Google?
Okay, Boxing Day.
SGD.
Celebrated on December 26th is a holiday that originated in the United Kingdom, where it was once a day to donate gifts to those in need. Over time, it has evolved into a day of gift giving, shopping, and sporting events, particularly in Commonwealth countries like Canada, Australia, New Zealand. The day is also associated with St. Stephen's Day, a Christian festival that coincides with Boxing Day. In many places, Boxing Day is marked by family gatherings, shopping deals, and various sporting activities.
All right, so the boxing part of it. I thank you. You know what? I'm sorry now. This is a legitimate, sincere apology from me to you. I said I couldn't count on you to give me a serious answer on anything. You just gave me a serious answer on that. But I kind of figured out the boxing part of it. You ready?
Go ahead.
Are you sitting down?
Let me sit down. Go ahead. I'm sitting down.
Okay. The boxing part of it is somebody gave you a shitty, ugly sweater, and now you've unwrapped it, and you say, oh, and then you put it in a new box. You're reboxing it to give it to some poor person. That's where the boxing part. You're giving gifts that you got, you really didn't want. That you're reboxing it, and it should be reboxing it.
I didn't realize it was 5 a.m. in New Zealand.
Wow.
Is it?
Why is it 5? That doesn't make sense. Oh, it's 5 a.m. tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but
that doesn't make sense at all. It should be same time, just a different day.
You mean like it should be like noonish, right? No, not noon, but it'd be like okay, but honestly, I thought it was like 12 hours apart. But
5 a.m. Yeah, I thought it. Yeah, because generally when I have people on from Australia. It's basically almost the equivalent, but it's nighttime there when it's
daytime. Yeah, but Australia is west of New Zealand.
They're close, right?
Yeah, they're close, but it's still west, so there's probably a different.
Not that many, like 5 or 6 hours difference. Is it 5 or 6 hours? No,
I don't know.
That would be like Hawaii and New York.
I have to get it now. I have to get another globe. I don't have a globe anymore.
Oh. Well, the Earth is what are you, a globetard? It's a flat Earth. What are you, globetard? That's a cool word.
It's funny that the Globetrotters are called the Globetrotters, even though they had never left Harlem. They had the name the Globetrotters when they had never left Harlem.
No.
Yeah. They were called the Harlem Globetrotters, and they had not left Harlem yet.
Absolutely, they left Harlem. They went downtown to the Madison Square Garden. That's leaving Harlem.
I mean, when they got the name, before they had the name before. It's like
Well, I don't know if you know this about the Globe, but you can't actually trot around it. You can't trot around. You have to take a boat or a plane or something.
Now, if you
can trot if the boat is long enough.
I was about to say, what if you're trotting on the boat while the boat is moving?
That's a good point.
I walked part of the way to Alaska because I was on the boat that was moving in that direction. Although I could not get there before the boat. I never left the boat, even though I did walk toward Alaska while I was on the boat. But I also walked away from Alaska while I was on the boat. So I had like
later.
Net zero steps. I guess I made net zero steps toward Alaska.
Do you know why Ron's not here today?
Because it's Friday. He's never here on Fridays.
He's always here on Friday.
Never here on Fridays. I don't know. He didn't.
Maybe I have it mixed up with another Ron who was always here on Friday.
Okay, I'm going to confess something. It's possible that he said something to me on Monday as to why he wouldn't be here, or even when he was on a show earlier in the week, why he wouldn't be here today, and I just didn't pay attention.
I obviously I wouldn't either if he said it on the show, but I was sort of expecting him here. But you know what? Now that we're not going to have any rappers, we don't need Ron anymore. He was our rap guy.
Yeah, he was our rap historian.
Right, he would be good when the guest says "yep." All right, Ron, do something with that.
Oh yeah, between the two of them, between Ron and the "yep" guy, he would get a lot of conversation. Yeah.
Wow.
The guy would have said "yep," and Ron would have went.
That's not bad. That's not that bad. Yep. That's not that bad. Yep. That's really not that bad. Yep. All right. Yeah. So, man, I feel like, why did I even bother waking up today? You know, you ever get one of those days, like day after Christmas, where you feel like, why did I even bother waking up?
No.
Me neither. I never got one of those days, except for today. I have one of those days right now.
You think about it, in the scheme of things, you've only had 67 Christmases?
Yeah.
That's not that many.
I know. But it's more than, say, Justin Bieber or Diddy has had.
I'm just saying there's 52 weeks in a year, and you've barely had more Christmases than you've had weeks in a year.
Good point. No. Why did I get so many?
And how many of those Christmases do you actually remember? The first 3 you probably don't remember at all.
Honestly, I remember one.
What's the earliest Christmas you remember?
Well, earliest, the only one I remember is I was about 20 years old, and my older brother and I had not been talking for we were mad at each other. I forget what we were mad at each other, but we were on the outs. And I bought him a brand new stereo system, and he wouldn't. You know, he hadn't talked to me in 3 months, and I'm sure he wasn't even expecting to get anything from me or see me or anything. And I gave him this brand new stereo system, and I told him I loved him, and he was like, he was taken back by that. Like, I didn't get you. I didn't get you. Sorry, I love you. So that's the only one I remember. And I don't know if I was 20, 19, something like that, 21 maybe, but that's the only one I remember. Only one I remember. Oh, no. I remember one when my son came. I got him a bicycle. He was 3. And I got him a bicycle. I was driving for the government courier. I don't want to go down that hole. But in Brooklyn, there was a guy selling kids' bikes on the corner. And I bought a brand new bicycle for the kid. He's 3 years old. It's got training wheels on it. But my wife thought I was a hero for that. It cost me $20. It was off the street corner. It could have been stolen or something. This guy had. But and then we put it under the tree, and he came riding it into the bedroom like in the morning, and ringing the bell and all that stuff. And that I remember very well, because that was like, I didn't expect him to get up before us or find the bike, but he found it and rode it into the bedroom. It was like, wow, that's cool. That was a moment. I was a hero for an hour. How about that? That's what I remember. So those are two I remember. Other than that, I'm out. Christmas memories. You got a Christmas memory?
Oh,
Give
Jesus.
me something. Give me something warm and fuzzy.
Warm and fuzzy?
Oh
Wow.
no, you don't have anything warm and fuzzy. How about just fuzzy? No.
Well, it's funny. I just told this story to Dylan on Tuesday. I just told it to Dylan on Tuesday. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Bob Dylan? And
Dylan
it's
Brody.
my friend. It's fuzzy, warm, and blowing in the wind.
Okay. This is Dylan asked us to write about a Christmas thing. Yeah. Okay. He asked us to write Christmas.
Giving you homework?
Oh yeah, this is for the workshop. This is for the humor workshop.
Don't give me homework. A workshop isn't. I work in the shop. I don't work at home.
Now I never finished it, but this is it. This is what I wrote. It's my first Christmas with my first wife and my stepdaughter. I'm playing Santa. Since I do not celebrate Christmas, a reluctant Santa. I hand out packages to my stepdaughter that say, "To Danielle from Santa." Each package that she receives, she says, "Thank you, Santa," because she's polite. And each "thank you, Santa" is like a knife in the gut, because while she sees a jolly old white man in a red suit giving away gifts, I see a tired black man in the dark blue coveralls working overtime to buy stuff for the daughter of my wife, the atheist, who doesn't want her daughter to grow up believing in a mythical bearded white man who watches you, but Santa is okay. I do not say anything because I'm polite. Because I'm polite, I do not scream, "There is no Santa." Because I'm polite, I do not scream, "I am the Claus." Because I'm polite, I do not yell, "I'm only doing this because while I hold the purse strings and control the money, your mother holds the vagina and controls my strings." Dance, 20 puppet, dance.
I don't know if you can hold a vagina.
So
you can grab them by it, but
it goes, at the end of the festivities, Danielle hugs me. At the end of the festivities, Danielle hugs her mother and makes her way to hug me. She puts her arms around me and whispers in my ear, "I know there's no Santa. Mom doesn't know I know." Then she says, "Thank you, Dad." Not Glenn, not stepdad, but Dad. And from that moment on, I swore to never lie to my little girl ever again. Now, lying to her mother, that's a different story.
You lost me at "I'm so polite" because I didn't believe that. I don't know. You polite? I don't know. I don't think you're polite. I don't think you're. I'm sorry. This is a sincere apology, by the way. I'm sorry that I don't believe you're polite.
Well, I wrote that on.
Oh, so it's fiction, is what you said?
No, it's not fiction.
The polite part.
Well, I was polite in front of Danielle. I didn't want to yell out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. They qualified it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Sunshine, tell me go please feed the bee. If you tell me you can't go away, is that what she wants me to go feed the bee?
Well, I think she's saying. I think she says thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. So I think she's getting ready to leave, and she's reminding you to feed the deer.
Oh, well, I fed the deer already before we came on. I fed the deer at 7:30 this morning. If it's hungry again, it's gonna have to wait till dinner time. We don't feed it all day long. I gave it a
Now, this is what I'm curious about, because around here, according to the Counting Crows, around here. Did you watch that movie box thing about the Counting Crows? I think it's called "Have You Seen Me Lately?"
No.
Well, if listen, my wife is a huge Counting Crows fan. Because of her, I came to respect and like Counting Crows. And they had a little thing about their first two albums. Talk about lucky. Oh my God, they got Lucky.
Is it cold outside? It is. Yes, it was 22 degrees when I fed the deer at 7:00 this morning. It's not going up. It's not even going to break 30 here today, and we are expecting a major snowstorm this evening into tomorrow. I kind of like the big snowstorm because that I like being trapped. People can't come here. We can't leave. It's all good. I like being in prison in that way.
You can have it. I don't like that, especially since I haven't fixed my snow thrower.
That's going to be a problem. I will admit that is going to be an issue. The snow. Somebody's going to have to shovel it, and somebody means me, and that means heart attacks. And you know what? If I drop dead in the snow, that's a good way to drop dead, right? Me and the deer will like cuddle up. I'll get Lyme disease, die out in the snow with Lyme disease, in there, and then I won't have to deal with any more rappers telling me I can't say Diddy on my own show.
You gotta let that go. You don't have to, but it would be healthier if you let that go.
I'm gonna need therapy over this fucking shit. I mean, God,
I'm sure that's not the worst thing that people have said to you about the show. It can't be.
Not the worst thing.
It could be.
Not the worst thing about the show. It's just I feel like, where do you get off telling me what I can and do? You don't want people on the show. Just say, you know what, I found that offensive and I'm going to cancel all my people. That's one thing. But you can't say, come on. I'm not. Did you not check out the show before you book people on here? Whose fault is this? Did you not know what low-life sewer you were sending your people into? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to include you in the sewer. You were looking down into the sewer. I'm in the sewer.
Well, actually, my foot was wrapped around the cord.
Right.
I didn't want to unplug anything by accident.
I don't know. I'm beside myself. Hey, how are you? Oh.
The earliest Christmas I remember was when I was 4 years old, and I must have known about Christmases before that because it was one of the readings. My father or my mother, one of the two, had probably read to me about Santa Claus, and it didn't make sense to me.
It don't.
So I was 4 years old, and I said to my father, I don't think there's a Santa Claus. and my father really needed. My father says, no, there is a Santa Claus. I don't think so. It doesn't make sense. There can't be a Santa Claus. And I laid out my case to my father why I believe there was no such thing as Santa Claus. And my father went and got my mother for backup. No, you got to tell this kid there's a Santa Claus. And my mother comes in and is like, no, Santa Claus is real, blah, blah, blah. And I really became disillusioned with my parents because I'm thinking, why is it so important for them that I believe in Santa Claus? And I didn't understand. Like I said,
I still don't understand that. Okay.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense to me. I didn't know why it was so important for me to believe in a lie. And the more they tried to convince me, the more I was convinced that it didn't exist. Before, when I started, I was thinking, I don't think there was a Santa Claus. And by the time they were done, I was like, oh no, there's no Santa Claus.
You bring up such I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense why every parent in America feels like they have to start their relationship with children about this total bullshit lie that eventually will get exposed at some point.
Right.
And then the kids will never know, like, why the fuck did they lie to me? Why the fuck did
I didn't know, and I did not. Like I said, I don't believe in lying to children. If I don't know, I don't know. If I know, I know. But I don't. If they're not ready for the answer, I tell them. I don't believe in lying to kids. Now, but
you can't handle the truth.
So I like I said, it's not something I approve of in any way, shape, or form. If I, but
didn't you? Never mind. Did you tell you told your stepdaughter there was Santa Claus too, right?
Well, like I said. She was when I got into that relationship.
You fell into the trap.
She was like 5 or 6 years old. Her mother raised her like that. And it was not my place to say to her, so I was playing along and it really bugged the hell out of me.
Just following orders didn't work for the first Nazis. It's not going to work for you Trumpers. So I'm sorry.
My salvation was that she came to me and told me that she already knew there wasn't one, but her mother didn't know she did. Her mother didn't know she knew.
You know, in America, you no longer have to apologize for being white.
I was not going to apologize for it.
I've never known anybody who apologized for being white.
No.
It's way we were supposed to be apologizing for being white. I never got the memo.
I take that. I think no, Eminem didn't even apologize for being white. Jason, and wasn't it? Jason Williams never apologized for being white. Matter of fact, they used to call him white chocolate. He never apologized.
And what was the guy who wasn't there a television show, The White Shadow or something?
Yeah, the White Shadow. He didn't apologize.
Who apologized for being white? J.D. Vance needs to rewrite his speeches or something,
or need to tell it to. Maybe he's performing for an audience of two.
To him and Trump. What do you mean?
Yeah, Trump and his overlord Peter Thiel.
Oh yeah, you know what? Somebody said why, and I don't know if this is even true. Somebody said why do Democrats keep resisting impeachment? Like I haven't heard that. Nobody's
resisting.
They're in the minority right now. They know it wouldn't pass anyway. But
they can't even bring it to a fucking vote.
But even if, let's say, the Democrats win the midterms and stuff, they're not going to impeach Trump because it gets worse from there. I actually think J.D. Vance would be worse because he is the tool of Peter Thiel. It gets what it could be. As weird and fucked up as Trump is, I think it could be worse with J.D. Vance. That's the insurance. That's why he picked him. It's like impeachment insurance, right?
That's why I think that's why Bush 2. I mean, Bush 1 had Dan Quayle. Those are Bush 2. Yeah, Bush 1 had Dan Quayle. It's like, no, you don't want to do anything to me because if something happens to me, you get Quayle.
Right.
You know, and Bush 2 is going, something happens to me, you get Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, let's just go all the way down the rabbit hole. Let's just say 25th Amendment, impeachment, death, whatever happens and Trump is gone, Vance becomes president. Who becomes the vice president? Who do you think he would? And I don't remember with Gerald Ford. Was there a
Rockefeller?
Yeah, but was there a confirmation process or the president just...
No, you pick, and then the Senate confirms, I believe.
So Nixon just picked Ford, though, right? He didn't have to be confirmed. Did he have to be confirmed, Ford?
I believe Ford had to be confirmed.
How do we back that?
I'm about to look it up now.
Yeah, because this is what the question, like, if J.D. Vance somehow became president, who would he pick and would it get confirmed? And what would that look? Because they could tie that confirmation process up forever, right? For the rest of his presidency, I think. I don't know. It's just very weird. You wouldn't want Mike Johnson because Mike Johnson is a useful idiot down there running the House, so they wouldn't pick him. So who would it be? Jim Jordan? Oh my God!
It says right here. Gerald Ford was confirmed as vice president on November 27th, 1973, by the United States Senate, marking a significant moment in American political history.
Okay, so that's what would have to happen. You'd have to go through a confirmation process, and I can't imagine that not taking forever. Like Vance would nominate somebody and it'd be like, no, we're not gonna,
it depends. It depends. I don't know how many votes.
Patel. No. No. Please say no.
No.
Yeah, thank you.
First of all, we know chances are it's not going to be a minority person. It's not going to be a person of color. It's not going to be a woman.
That's right.
It's probably going to be a white guy.
A white guy.
Now it could be Ted Cruz only because Ted Cruz. I'm saying this because Ted Cruz was planning on running against, if J.D. Vance runs for president, Ted Cruz has already decided he's going to run against J.D. Vance. Yeah. So it could be it could be something like that.
Could never be Musk, by the way, Heavy Kev. Couldn't be. He's not qualified. No. He wasn't born here. You got, for either vice president or president, you must be a natural born United States.
Maybe Mike Johnson.
That's what, but I don't. Johnson serves too much of a useful idiot in the position he's in right now.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know. It's puzzling to me. I don't know who, but it couldn't. It just keeps getting worse.
Charlie Kirk. No, not Charlie Kirk. He doesn't qualify.
He qualifies.
No, he doesn't. He's dead.
He's the same as Vance.
Yeah, but Charlie Kirk is dead. You
wait,
can't,
Vance is alive?
You can't be a vice president if you're dead.
All right. But maybe just pick a nice couch to be vice president.
I think he's more of a daybed person. Maybe a Davenport.
Someone that doesn't answer questions. None of them answer questions, so that would be pretty easy. Yeah, it's so, but I don't think we're gonna get. If people are confident that people on Twitter. There's no way he lasts the full 4 years and all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Mickey saying it would be Mike Johnson if JD is prez.
Well, Speaker of the House is third in line, but
yeah,
I don't think. Listen, I don't think JD Vance wants anybody who might threaten him in any way for control of the party or anything. He's too weak.
Well, yeah, Mike Johnson does not want to be. He doesn't want to control the party. He's too much of a lackey. He can't even stick to his own faith. How's he gonna? Yeah, no. I'm trying to think here.
So that's the answer to these people, though.
We're saying I think we're asking the wrong question. We're saying who would JD Vance pick, and I don't think that's the right question. I think the question is who would Peter Thiel want JD Vance to pick?
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's absolutely right. And I don't know who that would be. I can't. It doesn't even have to be somebody in politics, right? And so if he's taking he could take fucking Donald Trump Jr., which would fuck everybody. Oh,
right. Wow. He could take Peter Thiel's boyfriend.
We don't even know if who.
Well, one of his boyfriends,
Hulk Hogan. Oh no, he's dead too, right?
He doesn't qualify.
He's dead.
Yeah. He's disqualified for the same reason as Kirk.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's not looking good. And all these people are saying, well, Trump's not going to last. That's if he dies in office, this is not a good thing. I mean, we want him to lose and then just have retribution. I mean, taking down all the fucking buildings, taking his name off of everything, aircraft carriers and whatever. Battleships.
Money. Coins, commemorative coins. I would really like it if he lost the election. Some reasonable person takes office. Democrats take control of the House and Senate, and they just strip him of every fucking penny that he stole while he was a president. All of the emolument clauses stuff, all those violations, and if that West Wing is redone. Or the East Wing, if they redo it, tear it down and restore it to what it was originally.
Yeah.
And sell the bricks or whatever it is on eBay. Let his people fund it by buying the bricks from that building.
Yeah, that's the problem. The funding. I was just going to say because nobody really wants to. We don't want to take that from the taxpayers and all of it. It's just a
but if you hit Trump with the Emoluments Clause violations, and you strip away the billions of dollars, the government takes those billions of dollars, use that money to rebuild the White House to where it was.
That would be fine. I mean, but I have no faith in any of this happening. I feel like we are destined to experience what Berlin experienced in 1945, rubble in the streets of our capital, tanks rolling in, and because. And I know you disagree with me on this, but China is a little upset that we stole their oil. The oil they bought from Venezuela, we confiscated another tanker. That tanker was owned and paid for by China. They're not happy about this. I think at some point...
What do you mean I wouldn't agree? I agree with that. Yeah.
Well, I think they'd be willing to start a world war over that. And I understand world war encompasses many, but I think once superpowers or nuclear powers start getting into war, people do choose sides, and there will be people lining up with China who would line up with the U.S. on this point? I can't.
Again,
imagine.
I don't see China. Has
I can't even see Canada taking our side.
If by World War you mean like bombs dropping shit like that, I don't think so. If by World War you mean like a cyber war, sure. A financial world war, maybe. Like I said,
that's
China
on the table. Absolutely.
China holds a lot of our debt, and I think they could just fuck us over without firing a shot. They could just demolish this country without firing a fucking shot, just saying, fine.
I could definitely see but cyber war is a war at this point in the state of humanity. If they attack our banks, they attack our infrastructure, our water supply, all that kind of stuff. They have, and it's not like they haven't tried before or done something.
Now that's already been happening. Like they've literally put invasive species into our rivers. Fish that are eating our fish.
Rogan is nearly there already. What are we talking about? Vice president? No, what are we talking about?
I think they're talking about vice president, but
Rogan?
Yeah.
No. Rogan came out and was just with Tom Segura, who has a new special out, by the way. It's really not funny. I got to do a thing on that. Rogan came out and was talking about how fucking batshit crazy Trump is gone. So I haven't heard Trump respond to that because he's so busy responding to the Epstein shit all day long. Joe Blogan and Slav Segura. Yeah, I didn't see any of that. Just some Kyle Kalinske was showing clips of Rogan saying how fucking batshit crazy Trump was, but not taking any responsibility for helping install the second version of it. I don't know. It's so fucking depressing.
Okay, I'm sorry, Matt. You just did something that just kind of made me want to ask a question.
Okay.
I'm wondering, did Blind Mike and his friends ever get to the end of my special?
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that last night, by the way, because I was expecting at some point they're going to start on the next one. And I don't know if they ever, I think they had to have finished up the first one because they only had a few minutes to go last we checked. That was months ago. Last I checked, that was several months ago. Could have been even like 4 or 5 months ago. So I think they had to have finished that one, and I'm guessing at some point they're going to start the new one if they haven't already. The next one.
I don't think so. I don't think they'll start another one.
I just can't see it. You don't get tired of just commenting.
I'm just curious because, like I said, I usually get an alert when they when they put me in their subtitles, whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody from their group has harassed
That's
me
what
about
had me
anything.
thinking about it last night because when they do stuff because they plan it a week in advance, and so they put out the title and they put everything that they're going to talk about in the description of the show in the show title. It's like, man, that and one of their guys at one point said, well, I needed to do that here to let people know what we're going to talk about. It's like, we don't know. I don't plan it out. We don't know what we're going to talk about from one day to the next. And I could. Oh, stop that. I'm just checking because I went to Blind Mike's channel. I'm just seeing if you're mentioned in here anywhere. The last one was Dave Chappelle, Brendan Schaub, Amy Schumer, Howard Stern, Whitney Cummings, Bobby Lee. These are all people they talk about all the time. So I don't see your name in any of these most recent ones. Dave Chappelle, Stuttering John versus Cardiff.
I was just curious only because, like I said, they were so close to the end. And before Mike got to the song parody, which is how I end the show, he was always like, "Oh my god, a song parody!" He ends with a song, so he was already against it. So I was just curious. It's like, did they finish it?
No, I'm not seeing anything referencing you, and I'm just going through the most recent shows, and I'm going back weeks and weeks. Just haven't seen any. Maybe you know what? I don't want to say it's a good thing. I do think it's a good thing. If you listen, I know you were getting some attention out of it, and the attention is always. I
was just curious. Is that, like I said, I get the alerts. It's like, how could you get that close to something and not finish it.
Yeah. You right. The finish line is right there, man. At least have somebody push you over it. Whatever. How you would not wrap it up? No, maybe they haven't finished it. That would be very weird, though, just to leave it hanging like that. But apparently, well, they don't list all of them. They stop with like 10 weeks for some reason in this strip of shows. So in the last 10 weeks, I don't see you mentioned there at all. Oh, well. That's all I got to say about that. Oh, well.
Myopic Mick could probably, like I said, Myopic Mick did start the next one. He did like an hour of it with Derpy Dan.
Yeah. Well, and I'm surprised because his fan base seemed to be, I don't know, enamored with your segments, with the parts where they talked about you. Like they really responded to that. Oh, look, somebody we haven't heard of that we can just all pile on around.
I think part of that is the fact that I'm like accessible. If they like reach out to me or something, they know
You'll see it.
Yeah. But if they reach out like Amy Schumer, I think they're dogging Amy Schumer right now. I think.
Yeah.
It's not like she's going to respond.
Yeah, she won't even see it. She won't even know about it.
Right.
Yeah. But for some reason he packs them in on his live thing once a week. He like his live stream numbers of 10 grand or around 10 grand is an average. People just go to be in the chat room and feel like, oh look, I'm gonna pay money so he can actually read my comment.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine if we started charging people to read their comments, nobody would ever comment again.
No.
Yeah. Well, good for him. Let him have the. According to this analysis, he makes $829 a month from his show. That's not a lot. That's not a lot to live on. So all these rappers are making way more than that. Anyway, it's time to wrap this up. Where can I see your special on YouTube? Go to SoGD. Oh, wait, is it G Defenders? No, SoGD Funny.
Yeah, you can, it's on YouTube, but go to my website, sogdfunny.com. Yeah. SOGDFUNNY.com. Go to the menu.
And you know what? Here's the best way to enjoy it. Do it in 20-second segments and then stop it and just say, what did he mean by that? And then play a little more. That's
yeah. I think there's 3 of them. Actually, I think I have 5 90-minute shows.
You maybe think 6. You don't know?
Well, I mean, put on YouTube.
Oh.
I think there's 3. There could be 4, maybe 5. I don't know. I've done 6 90-minute shows, but I didn't finish editing the last one. Probably because I think I want to redo it, to be honest.
Redo it?
I want to redo it because...
You mean re-edit it or go out and re-perform it?
Re-perform it, yeah.
Jesus.
That's because that was the one that what's his face was watching it. And what's his face?
What's his face? Tom Segura?
Slaptail was in the audience for that one. And like I said, it was a bad night for me. Now it was not a horrible show.
No, I could see Slaptail being in the audience would make it a bad night for anybody.
But it was a horrible show for me, you know. Yeah. And I couldn't fix it live. I could not fix it live. I didn't know what to do to fix it live because I was like in the midst of.
Did you mention Diddy at all during that?
Not once. Not that I'm aware of.
No, the question, the only right answer to that is yep.
Or nope. Could it be nope?
Wouldn't
that be? Yeah, as long as it's short. So I would want to redo that one.
Too much work. Then you have to leave your house. You actually have to.
The last one I didn't leave the house. I did it from from the comedy bunker.
Wait. Oh, that's fun. That's fine. You don't have to leave your bunker. Yeah, that's kind of all right. So we know how I'm going to spend the rest of my day. First of all, I'm going to trim out the segment where Yip was on. I'm going to go all of that kind of stuff. Then I have to go into Calendly and cancel all these guests that are lined up for the next few months. They'll get a notification that you what? Because I said Diddy and Yip. That's why. So I would, you know what, this is not going to sit well with me, but that's what it is. Anyway, we're way over time. Let's get the hell out of here.
Way over time? 4 minutes. The other day we were like 15 minutes, 20 minutes over time.
It's all way over. 1 second over is way over.
Okay.
So because the song adds another 5 minutes on top of it. So yeah, we're supposed to be out by 11:25. So the 4 minutes and 20 seconds of don't forget.
I just wanted to add something real quick. Kev, if you do watch it, I just want you to know that that special got me the worst comedy special of all time award.
Also, keep in mind all the references are from 2016.
Yes,
Don't expect like it to be relevant. All oh, why? Was he talking about shit that happened 10, 11 years ago?
I recorded it in 2016. It was my first. I've been doing comedy for 2 years, but that's it.
And there's a little
anything else. I mean, I stand by everything that's on there.
Except he doesn't stand by the thing that I can't hear, which is some kind of noise in the background, humming or hissing or something.
It's I listened to it with on my computer. I didn't hear it. What I have saved in my computer. So there's something in the EQing in the process that it went to YouTube or whatever that it just kicked up the high end, which is where that static is, but not the low end, which is I mean, I knew that about music. When I do
Here's the thing, Kev, just be like me. Just play the music so loud in your ears that you get tinnitus, and then watch it, and you won't be able to hear it. And then you'll be like, "What the hell is Mike complaining about?"
No, I'm not making excuses. What it is what it is. I hope you enjoy it, and any feedback you have is welcomed.
Yeah. Except, did his father put his dick in his mouth? Because that was one of the feedbacks that it didn't make any sense, but that was one of the feedbacks. Like, what, did he just confess that his father raping him? I don't know, whatever. Yeah, I think you mixed that up with the Willie. Willie special.
Like I said, they don't listen real well. Quite often they don't.
You would think a blind guy would listen well, wouldn't you think that? Anyway.
Well, they said it's a myth that your other senses get sharper. They say it's a myth.
Maybe that's true. I don't know what.
I don't think I don't know if they get sharper or they just get better. You just get better at it using them.
Yeah. All right, so we're wrapping this up. Monday, we won't have any guests. I don't think. Well, we'll find out when. But I'm gonna. All the rappers are getting erased today. And that's the way it is. And I think we'll still have a show Monday. Anyway, thanks for being here. Enjoy your Boxing Day and try to get some rest. I mean, this weekend, doesn't Slaptail have a show tonight or something? No, tomorrow night, right?
And don't forget to check out What Makes Us Laugh. The new episode dropped on Tuesday. And don't forget to turn on your radio.
me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me.